Adjust the volume, and I think we're up. All right, cool. Welcome to the Action Sturge. Tonight we have an awesome game for you. We got some Blades in the Dark we'll be playing, which is a lovely game about some scoundrels clawing their way to the top of the criminal underworld in a fantasy horror setting. So kind of steampunk setting, I think. And yeah, so before we get started with that, we do want to shout out dndwow.com. They're pretty cool. They send us some dice to give away sometimes. So so we like them, and you can go to dndwow.com and check them out. And you can use the code theactionsturge to get 10% off of some big metal color changing dice. So go ahead and check that out and get a discount on that. All right, and we do this every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got some other cool stuff coming up. This oh, ouch. You all right there, Deacon?
Green screen action.
Oh, okay, that's what that is. So
get himself nice and set up.
Yes, sounds good.
So we got some other cool stuff coming up this month. We've got Dungeon World in a couple weeks, and we've got 2 more dungeon crawlers this month, which is a fun thing where you can come and as you watch the stream, you will earn points, and as you earn those points, you can spend them during our dungeon crawlers, which to make cool stuff happen. Summon monsters, wild magic, or you can help out the players as well. But usually it's a pretty fun time. Devolves into a certain kind of madness that we've come to love here on the Action Sturge. So, and with that, let's go ahead and introduce everyone. So everybody, introduce yourself and your character. And oh, and I just saw that we have 19,900 in the community challenge. We have a short way to go, and the next dungeon crawler will become an arena.
Hey, there it is.
Nicely done. Very nice. So consider the arena opened next time. We will have next week. We will have our dungeon crawler be the arena, which should be pretty fun. I'm kind of psyched to see how that works out, how that plays out with the points and everything. Yeah, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna get Deacon's green screen fixed, and while I do that, Deacon can tell us about his character, Horatio, and himself.
All right, yeah. I'm the Deacon Smith. I will be playing Horatio. He's like a rogue thief, so to speak, and he's part of a group of smugglers called the Moon Cursors.
All right, Paul, you want to go next?
Hello everyone, my name is Paul. I am playing Professor Hamilton Fairway, but my friends call me Prof. He's a rather senile old man who's obsessed with ghosts and the arcane. He's a ghost Victorian whisperer in Blades in the Dark. And he is also part of the smuggler group called the Moon Curses. This is our band of merry thieves.
Forkbuff?
Hey everybody, I'm Fork Puff. I also go by Maddie. I'll be playing Lester, and he is the Hound. He is the unintentional ladies' man who's really good with his sniper rifle. You'll usually find him grumbling and griping as he follows the rest of the group into whatever danger they must be attending to.
And last but certainly not least, Terry.
My name is Terry, with the Action Sturge, and I am playing Reginald Copperfield. I am a leech, the resident tech and drug guy.
Drug guy.
Primo stuff on this guy.
Yes. cut no corners with my quality products.
When you're an older gentleman, some things don't quite work as they normally do. And, it's good to have a drug guy on hand.
Oh, my leg, my hamstring. I got something for that. Oh, do you?
Yes, his hamstring. That's my hamstring tonic. And yeah, so let's open up the scene. Let's do like an intro scene. I think we're just gonna cut right to the chase today. I think you guys are going to you guys will be pulling up through the mist. We're gonna open up like on the mist on the river. I believe it's called the Silk. Yeah, on the river, the Silk. And as you guys, as we sort of open up on that, we can see the heavy fog sort of part as a small barge with like a little dimmed lantern sort of cuts through the fog and pulls up to this abandoned pier. It's planks rotting and it looks very unsafe. But you guys seem to know as you hop off the vessel and onto this these docks, you seem to know exactly where the rotten planks are, and you avoid them completely as you step on shore next to a ramshackle little shack. And there's a dim light coming from the window from a small candle, and you know that your contact Ellen is inside.
All right, I say we
All right.
head on in.
Let's not keep the lady waiting.
Ugh, yeah, and I just like immediately grimace, like the gentlemanly chivalry. Ugh.
Hey, you could learn a thing or two.
Hey.
Do we have a? Do we? Is there any kind of secret knot?
Of course there is. How does the knot go?
Yeah, Horatio, tell us.
Yeah, I forgot.
I forgot. So did Reg.
It happens in your old age.
Just 3 standard knocks. Was there nothing special about it?
That was it.
That's the trick. People think it's special, but it's just a knock.
Exactly. It does fall. Everyone has a secret knock. No one uses a normal knock anymore. So a normal knock is the secret knock.
Oh my god. What the reverse psychology?
I love it.
I love it.
So yes, so the knock. So you make the knock, and then the knock is returned, and the door creaks open. As you guys are file in one after the other, you can see that a small table has been set up, and there's like 2 chairs, and then like maybe like an old chest, and then maybe like a stump of some sort, or maybe just like a maybe an old rotten kind of log from the docks, just kind of tilted over on its side to create like a little bench around this little table. And sure enough, Ellen is sitting there, and she's got her arms. She takes a seat in one of the chairs, probably the sturdiest chair of the bunch, and she crosses her arms and she kind of kicks back and she says, "So what are you in the market for?"
First of all, it's lovely to see you again, my lady. I think we are after a gig, as the young kids call it.
And yeah, she shrugs and she says, I definitely got some work. How much are you willing to put on the line?
Well, we are in desperate need of quite a bit of coin for various reasons I'm sure you're half aware of. So I'd say we would be willing to put a bit on the line. What do you guys think?
Absolutely.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, and I'll just nod in agreement.
She says,
You're
well.
feeling a bit risky.
She says, well, I've got someone who needs something moved. Something hot.
Hot is our specialty.
She says, are you familiar with a little club in Night Market called The Veil?
Frequented it once or twice with some colleagues.
I'll give you like a little bit of a surprised look, like my eyes will widen a little bit from underneath the brim of my fedora.
Oh, I don't go there for the looks. I go there for the food.
I have no clue what anybody's talking about.
So let me see if I can pull up a good description. So in Night Market, you guys have probably all at least heard something about the Veil. It's a very luxurious social club. It's kind of like it's got like the it's kind of it's kind of like throwing the Ritz around. It's very it's kind of classy, and very very prestigious, and kind of known for like being having a lot of like a lot of associations with like weird shit and weird people and like magic and drugs and so it's definitely got like kind of this like very occult sort of feel to it by reputation, and more importantly, you're probably all very familiar, at least not personally, but at least by his fame, the owner of the Veil, one Roland Valaris. And the reason why he sticks out in Duskval is because he's a Tycherosi, but he's very noticeably a Tycherosi because he has an unusual manifestation from the demon blood that's in his veins. Half of his body is that of a snake.
Ooh.
And yet
I
he's
like how-
incredibly successful.
And he's incredibly successful, yes. However, he is rarely ever seen. So Ellen says, so Ellen says, this would be a job for Roland, and he's looking to pay someone quite well to deliver some party favors to the Veil tonight.
Party favors.
Prompt delivery, very little rocking of the boat, I would imagine. If the parties at the Veil were anything like they were when I saw them.
Where's the Veil located? Like what part?
It's in Night Market. I can show you on the map here.
Let me pull up Night Market.
Oh yeah. So Night Market, the Veil. Oh no, I have to look for it again. No, there it is.
Yeah, I
There it is.
Ah, so right there.
Yes.
The Veil.
So, so there's that. There's some unfortunate circumstances surrounding this this product. The Bluecoats have actually already been tipped off that this product is coming in through the docks tonight, and so they already have plans to commandeer the vessel and to search it thoroughly and to commandeer any contraband they find. So you guys will have to get it first, and then deliver it to the place. Now, not only are the Bluecoats after this, but word has gotten around, so that you may find some other gangs looking for an easy score.
Of course.
I'm sure we could beat them to the punch. How many? Is this one large cargo container? How long do you reckon it would take for us to put the cargo on it?
She just shrugs. She's like, I'm not quite sure how they're trying to smuggle it in. I'm not sure how what kind of container they have it in, but
Okay.
she says
Do we know
that's on you.
how fortified? Like how many blue coats? I guess not how many, but do we know is it like a handful of them? Is it going to be really well like guarded, or is it just like a couple of them?
She says, well, after what happened a couple weeks ago with the Leviathan hunter that was in the waters out here, they're not really taking any chances. I've heard that they've got their best man on it.
Yeah, I'll pull my hat down over my eyes a little bit more, like sheepishly.
Horatio, don't you know someone in the blue coats?
Yes.
Would you describe him as their best man?
I would describe him as a nincompoop.
Oh.
Then we have nothing to worry about. Let's just beat them to the punch. I don't suppose we could inquire if the gondoliers could provide some extra manpower if it turns out this is quite a large box to lift.
That's good. That's good thinking.
Unfortunately, I couldn't really lift very much in my old age.
Is that a guilt trip? Is that a guilt trip?
It's just facts.
I'm playing the old man card.
Something for that.
You got an exoskeleton in that pack there?
No, but make you feel like you got one.
Oh god! Oh god!
Nice.
Ah, my hamstrings. Hamstrings of a 20-year-old.
My knees. I could walk.
So as far as aid goes, it's possible. It's up in the air. We'll see if you actually need it. We can handle that through like a flashback or whatever, if we need that. I'm trying to think if there's any more information you need. Do you need any more information?
Get cargo. Is it the cargo is currently in a boat? And we've got to get it off the boat and then to this location, correct?
Correct.
Right, so we take our Heidi boat. I don't know how our stealth ship. There you go, I worked it out.
Heidi boat.
Heidi boat face. And then we move it over to that, and then we try and slip the net, I guess.
Yeah, well that'll fall under the planning phase, but if there's any more information you guys need, maybe if you guys want to find out any information on I'm trying to think if there's anything you need, or if there's anything that would be interesting to find out beforehand. If you guys can think of anything, just let me know. If not, we can probably move on to the
I mean,
do we know what the cargo is?
She has not told you, and actually, she doesn't know. She just says that it's hot. It's hot enough for them to try to get it off this boat as soon as possible. Now you could probably find out with some information gathering if you ask around.
Well, yeah, as smugglers, we at least need to know the questions to how big of a crate, what kind of ship we need to move it, that kind of stuff. It might not tell us exactly what's in it, but at least what kind of package to expect.
Yes, if it's a Leviathan heart, they're typically incredibly large, but if it's just, a couple of people, well, easy enough.
How big is a Leviathan's heart?
Leviathans are huge.
It fits inside a vat we have at the university, which is about 5 times taller than me, and the circumference is probably about 4 of me standing together.
Great, Scott. That's
really
big.
Fascinating things. They still beat even when they're cut out. It could be attached to nothing, and they still beat.
Continuously?
Continuously. They never stop.
Interesting.
And I guess the only other thing we need to know is, so it needs to, the stuff needs to get to the veil or into the veil, right?
Yes.
So I guess we just need to know, is
If
there
it's
more
make-
than one way to get in?
That would probably be part of the information gathering, but
And if it's making any scheduled
Actually-
stop.
Yeah, she will actually give you that for free because there is a rendezvous point. If you're interested in this job, there is a rendezvous point that's outlined for you. Should you choose to accept the job?
I believe we are tempted.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, yeah, unless she has other stuff she wants to offer. But I don't know if there is anything else to offer.
Probably some lower risk jobs, I would imagine.
Yeah, she has a there's a spirit trafficker that she can hook you guys up with, who also needs some help. There's an artifact of some value that is to be delivered to the Dimmer sisters in Night Market.
Well, I kind of want to hear about this other stuff. It does sound equally interesting as well.
Yeah,
Like,
so,
who are the Dimmer sisters? Are they rich?
they're like really, really weird and creepy. They're like this
ew.
shut-in of. Let's see if I can find their description real quick. Factions. The Dimmer sisters. Housebound recluses with an occult reputation. Yeah, they're really weird. And they're also enemies with I believe they're also enemies with the Wraiths.
Yeah.
And what was the other?
We're trying to stay tight with them as best we can.
So there was an artifact, and what was the other one?
And
Spirit
then
trafficker.
yeah, and then so there's the spirit trafficker, there's the party favors, and there is a blood dealer, a Leviathan blood dealer, who's trying to put together a little heist to get some Leviathan blood.
Well, we actually have some Leviathan blood,
Mhm.
so maybe we could sell it to him. We do need cash.
Yeah.
we do. And while the high reward does seem quite tempting, we just got ourselves out of a tight spot, and I
We-
kind of want to keep
we just-
risk a little bit down.
Yeah, we just got a reputation but at a manageable level.
Oh, we are wanted men.
Yes, we are.
I believe we could accomplish any of these jobs fairly simply. We are more than competent enough.
I'm intrigued, but I'm leaning towards the hot contraband.
The first one we described, right? The party favors.
Yep.
Yep. So,
There
fine.
was party favors, spirit trafficker, creepy sisters, and a blood dealer.
Correct.
The spirit trafficker and the creepy sisters are the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's delivering an artifact to the Dimmer sisters. However, you'll have to recover it because the person who was originally supposed to deliver it is trapped.
Oh dear. It sounds right up my alley, but
I
Trapped.
know.
trapped by what?
Ellen's not actually too sure. She just knows that there's been some trouble, and the person who has it and is supposed to be delivering it is unable to do so at the moment. They're kind of pinned down. She thinks probably by a rival gang.
Right.
Oh, and actually, let me. Dimmer Sisters. Hey, let me let me ask you something. Do we? And this is for Reggie. Reggie.
Ew, yeah.
This is for Reginald. Did you? When we talked about Melissa, did we had what she was. But I don't think we associated with her with any particular faction, did we?
No, we did not. Just that she's a priestess, yeah.
Okay. I think she might actually. She has a cult though, right? Let's say she's a priestess of a cult. Let's say she's Let's say she's got So she's actually the contact at the Dimmer Sisters place that this thing would be delivered to. So her name's gonna come up.
Is that your ally?
No.
Oh, so you'd be quite.
He does not like me at all.
Well, maybe you could bridge that connection, perhaps.
Doubtful. I took something quite important from her. Partly because I wanted it. Mostly because she shouldn't have it.
A very adequate reason. In your capable hands.
Yeah, I would hate to see what she could do with multiple trapped and imprisoned ghosts.
Ah, yes.
So what are you guys feeling?
It's
So-
up to y'all.
My rival is the contact. Was that it? Or
Yeah,
Dimmer
she's
Cinder?
she's the one at the Dimmer Sisters who is supposed to receive the object for that task.
Okay. Yeah. Or Leviathan Blood Dealer. Oh, I really want to do the big score. I really do, but
I think we may be able to do a bit of both in the situation. If the guy is after Leviathan blood and we have some, I don't see why we can't go and negotiate a price while at the same time preparing for our score.
did we ever actually get the blood, or did we just get some parts?
We got some blood.
Yeah, you get a couple vials, I think.
Horatio was very bravely risking his neck to get it.
And so this would actually involve, let's see, this would actually involve stealing 2 barrels of it, getting paid well, and
It's a lot of blood.
yeah,
That's a lot of blood.
and it is being protected. It is being guarded. So
Alright.
Well, if he only needs 2 and there's 3 laying around,
Great minds think alike there, dear Reginald. Yes.
and while it is protected, it's only protected by one source as opposed to the hot contraband, which may pit us against several groups of foes.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the one thing I feel like at least a little uncertain about, just because it's like, okay, had it just been the blue coats, That would have been fine, but if we catch ourselves in a pickle and then like another gang pops in and another gang pops in and another, like, we don't know how many other gangs are involved as well.
Exactly. Too many unknowns and not enough. No way to find out.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like we're either going for some blood or some artifact. Which I would bet is most likely occult in nature and most likely also cursed.
Meh. So, my vote for the blood.
I also vote for the blood. We know there's an economy for that, we also know where we can sell it.
And I go with wherever you guys go.
Yeah, I'm on board. Blood it is.
Get some blood.
Okay, so the blood is actually pretty close to home. It's actually in Silk Shore, and or sorry, not in Silk Shore. It's actually in the docks. It's in a warehouse off of over in the wharf.
If you would be so kind as to do the little pinpoint thing. Oh, is it the circle?
Oh. Well, I would if it would let me. Oh, because I'm not in the right thing.
Oh, okay.
Some waterways we can park up the boat, get in, get out pretty quick.
Yeah, like straight up in the middle of it, too.
Is that it there?
Yeah, we're right here.
Oh. Okay.
That should be doable, I think.
Alright, let's start casing the joint.
So what's the premise here? I kind of missed it because I took Coda out to use the restroom, which he didn't even do. So, because he was barking and he was standing at the door and I took him out and he was just like, I'm going to mess up this freaking stuffed animal out here.
We are stealing 2 barrels of Leviathan blood for a Leviathan blood dealer who will use it for an unknown purpose.
2 or more.
2 or more. If there are more, we're taking the excess.
How well are we to be paid for it, or do we know yet?
Depends. It's a pretty reasonable score, so you could get a decent amount depending on how much you get. Like 1 barrel, I think, would be a lot. Let me see. Well, yeah. So it kind of depends. It just depends. So I think this would be a pretty maybe standard score, big score, one of those two. It kind of depends on how it turns out.
Okay.
All right. And so go ahead and roleplay amongst yourselves real quick. Let me get my details in order here.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I pull out my my DuPont lighter, flick it on, and take a drag from my cigarette.
Lester, have you spoken to Celine yet?
I haven't. Not really sure how to approach the topic.
Yes. Understandable. We can't have her, doing it again. So we'll have to have words at some point.
I'm sure she was put in a position where her job was probably compromised.
I most certainly agree. Especially considering the Leviathan ship incident, where she was the guard at the house. It was relevant. Yes.
I can't blame her 100% on it, but I will have to talk to her at some point, I'm assuming.
Why don't you go for drinks? Have some fun together.
And I'll just pull my hat again, like sheepishly down over my eyes. I like to drink alone.
Alone.
Yeah, I just don't even say anything. I just bite my tongue at that point. How's your wife?
That didn't sound menacing at all.
She is very well, thank you. She has
She.
been less talkative lately, which
Oh.
is a boon for us. She's more interested in her croquet classes right now.
Croquet.
Lovely.
She's knitted absolutely fabulous paintings. Like, do you see these little flowers you have inside these little, oh, what do they call them? Oh, tibalts, that's it. Yes, they have these flowers inside these tibalts, and they make them under all sorts of colours. It's a wonderful thing.
Glad to see you're proud of her.
Oh, always. She is the light of my life.
And Reg, how has the tonic making been going? It's like really painful for him to like have any sort of conversation because he's like really bad at it.
But we know he's trying really
Yeah,
hard.
he's trying. Yeah.
It's going slow, but I have a couple special recipes I'm working on. I haven't worked out all the kinks yet, but soon, very soon.
Do you think this Leviathan blood will help?
Funds always help.
Yes, about that Leviathan blood that we do have stored. I was doing some research on a particular project, Reginald, and I'm going to require some of your expertise at a later date. If I could ask that of you.
Oh, not a problem.
I think it's something you'll find equally interesting.
Mm.
And how about you, Horatio? How's life been treating you the past week?
How's weaseling around been? You haven't been hanging around a Valeris now, have you?
Find any good alleyways lately?
No. This is lovely scotch. That's about all I found.
Yeah, I perk up at that.
Don't forget to mark this stuff down as experience towards your XP clues.
And how's Nirax doing? Is he still your friend?
Oh, of course, he is one of my closest friends, my oldest friend by far. He never seems to age, unlike myself, but he is doing very well. Last I heard, he inhibited the form, or he possessed a local prostitute and had some fun with the opposite sex. It seems like he's experimenting with all sorts of worldly possessions.
I immediately start sweating.
You haven't seen any prostitutes near the wharf lately, have you?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, I would avoid the particular Southern Street.
What, you don't think I honestly just sleaze around, do you?
A young buck would do many things.
The young buck.
Just stay away from the fish market.
Ew. like everybody just turns to Horatio and just like, ooh.
No, that's very wise words, Horatio. It makes me glad we're not doing that party favor job now.
Oh God, ew.
Yes, he's doing very well. Living his best ghost life, I suppose, is how I would define it. I do miss him. I miss our conversations, but he's more free this way. He's having more fun.
He's less in harm's way, too.
Oh, absolutely. If he was discovered by the lampshade police or the ruin guards, no, they're a real thing. They will bottle up ghosts and they'll take them to the university where they are stored underneath.
Oh my!
Questions asked of them. They live in perpetual torment. I have asked many questions of them myself.
Wow.
I will never wish such a fate of Nirax.
Fair enough.
I believe currently they're under the Lord Governor's stronghold. one of the most secure places in Duskwall. Yes. So, yeah, I'm very glad he is staying out of the way. Obviously, being a possessor ghost, he could just assume another identity, but still, there are ways of tracking down ghosts.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I should probably send him a little letter. I'm gonna bust out the Outlaw's Guide and start writing his fish oil. How are you? How are things? Projects proceeding. You know,
Yeah,
don't be out too late. It's bad for your skin.
You'll get barnacles.
Or bad for the person you're possessing skin. Makes it moisturized.
Yeah, you bust out that fish oil, and I like immediately just like plug my nose.
Oh yes, I do apologize for the smell. It's a necessary step to contact him.
No, it's good. I pull out like a little bottle of cologne and like dab it on my wrist.
All right. So, cool. So I got, I think I've got all my details in place. So you guys want to scope out the area? Did you want to give me? Did somebody want to roll a survey? I believe.
I've got 2 in survey. If you would like me to roll it.
Yeah, if somebody's like scoping out the area, I think that would be survey, unless you think something else would be better.
I can do that. Just a basic roll, no risky standard or anything.
No, none of that. This would technically be a fortune roll, so it'll or this would be like a fortune roll. So
do I still roll with the 2 dots?
You still roll with the skill, yeah, and then
Let me go ahead and roll it then.
yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay. Partial success.
Okay,
Do it.
Yeah, so so partial success. So you're going to get some information that this place is so there's like the regular dockers, like the regular dock workers, and but surrounding this particular warehouse is it's a host of other guys. Or people. They're like the dockers, but they look like way saltier and beefier and meaner and tougher, and like all these people are getting into the salty spittoon. So
Salty spittoon.
right, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
All these people are getting into the salty spittoon.
Euphoria.
Yeah, like nails for breakfast kind of characters, and so it's just a different degree of toughness. I'd say even like while you're surveying, you'll see you might even see one of their own gang members gets kind of like lippy with one of the others, and she takes his head, she just smashes it into a wall until he's just nothing's left, and then they all have a good laugh about it, and they throw him in the water, and then they just go about their day.
Alrighty then. Yeah, so that's mortifying.
Yes.
At least they're not eating them this time.
That's true.
Yeah.
And also the person who's hiring you guys for this mission is actually somebody that one of you knows. Reginald again. Tell me a little bit about Stasia.
Stasia.
Apothecary.
Stasia's the apothecary? Hold on, let me look it up.
Yes, apothecary, friend and business associate.
Lovely.
Oh yeah. So yeah, she is a genius with potions, and quite it's probably sampled her own collection a little bit too much. So it hasn't dulled her mind, but she is a bit twitchy and paranoid. But as far as I'm concerned, she's a great person. I mean, full of information and all that stuff. And I can ignore her personality tweaks that might rub a lot of people the wrong way.
So when Ellen introduces you guys, Reginald, you already know who it is. How do you greet Stasia?
No, just enthusiastically, Stasia, I didn't realize this was for you.
Yes, and she says, Reginald?
Yes.
Reginald. And
Doing a little side business lately.
And she's I like to think she's like, yes, business has been very well, and I'm working on a good. She says, I'm forming an arrangement with some apothecaries from the Red Sashes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yes, with their distribution network and my skills, we hope to turn over quite a good coin.
Well, I am happy to help.
And she says, "Oh, this is very good indeed." She says, "This is calms my nerves a bit to see you involved."
Yes.
This
glad to hear.
These sort of dealings aren't necessarily something I'm used to, working with such a large distribution chain.
It can be daunting, but
And
I have faith in you.
And your friends, you've never mentioned them.
Oh, well, in our business, it doesn't pay to spread the names of your associates far and wide. But since we are working together, and I will introduce Horatio first, of course, because I want to see his reaction. Always interesting.
Hi.
And then I'll introduce Professor and Lester and all that.
Pleased to meet you all. Pleased to meet you all. Any friend of Reginald is indeed a friend of mine.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm kind of shooting like Prof a look like, oh my god, this girl's over. But I'm like, I'm not saying anything. I'm just like, just cigarette in hand, like, okay.
And she will actually, when she approaches you, Lester, she'll kind of reach out and finger some of your hair, and she says, I have a concoction that can strip the oil right out of this.
And I'll jump back like reflexively. No, it's good. I wash my hair frequently.
And she'll start rattling off ingredients and like doing like calculations in her head, and she says, yes, I think that was it. Come by my shop anytime, dear.
Yeah, while she's like standing there talking, I imagine her figure, and then I just imagine like I'm leaning around it, looking at Reginald like.
I'm not even paying attention anymore.
Yeah, you're like dying. You're like, yeah. Thank you for the offer, Stasia. I'll be sure to stop by.
Now she says that once you guys get the stuff, you're to let's see. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Don't say sorry about it. What do you reckon an alchemist could be doing with so much blood? It's used for all sorts of ritual or arcane method. I wonder if she's trying to enhance her apothecary skills.
And hair oil.
Quite a few arcane potions that require Leviathan blood.
And drugs.
And
Reginald, you would probably definitely know that the process for refining Leviathan blood, like the more refined you can get it, it's like the difference between like just using it straight is like I guess like black tar heroin, and then like the more you can refine it, the cleaner you can, like the better, like the more pure it is, and thus the higher value.
Right.
Now that's not the only thing you can do with it, but that's you would definitely know that's something that the Red Sashes might be interested in.
Oh yeah. Nothing like
Yeah.
a bit of drugs.
Yep.
Oh, there they are. Let's see.
Yeah, imagine she's still rattling off like ingredients, and I'm just like slowly like inching around her, like.
Yeah. While she's distracted.
Yeah. Witch's ward. That sounds.
And supposedly they're supposed to have a place. The Red Sashes are supposed to have a place in the docks, although I'm not quite sure where that actually is. So we'll just pick a place for now, and then if we need to change it later, we can change it later. I kind of like Dog Vein Alley. So let's do Dog Vein Alley.
Yeah, let's go.
Is that in docks?
That is in the docks. Yeah, that's it's over or yonder. Oops.
Oh.
Dog Vein Alley.
Yeah.
By the menagerie.
So
The Saltway.
And then the warehouse you guys will be plundering will be right here. And with your survey, Lester, you also know that there's this railroad that goes around as well, and so like there are some train cars and stuff that go in and out of this warehouse.
Right here. Okay, yeah.
All right, and then so that's that. So Stasia, she's involved. She's going to be waiting for you at Dog Vein Alley, and she's probably actually accompanied by a Red Sash or two right now. So she's but they're not as engaged though. They're kind of just like standing at the door.
Is that across the street from the menagerie?
That is. So they're probably just kind of standing at the door, not being too involved, maybe like whispering back to one another, and just kind of minding their own business. But yeah. Any
makes us have a vested interest, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Anything else that you guys would like to know?
We know ways in and ways out.
Well, we can get to that during the planning phase or during the...
Oh, that's more like a planning thing. I need more information gathering. So we know we need to get Leviathan blood.
I guess just if you're curious any more about like who people are, or what stuff is, or...
Can I ask if this would bring up like our standing with the Red Sashes then as well, if we help out Stasia and them?
I would think at least get us contact with them.
Maybe.
Remember that job we did for you a couple of weeks ago went really well. Well,
Yeah.
Obviously, assuming that we succeed, which I think is a foregone conclusion.
At least in our minds.
You've got to have a very positive outlook, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you could reasonably expect that the Red Sashes would look on you kindly. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
I do believe we're ready.
All right,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's move on to the planning phase, which is short and sweet. All right, so you have to choose what type of plan you're going to pursue. Will it be assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport?
Transport, right?
Well, I mean,
Well, first we have to get the stuff, right? Like that's ultimately the
Yeah.
goal of this, is to find this stuff.
I would say it's probably more assault, because stealthing in, moving the crates and moving them out, we could do it, but
It'd be pretty hard.
it'd be pretty hard. I reckon we'd go in, knock them out, and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me myself, I'm not so about assault. I'm a very stealthier kind of person, but I'm willing to maybe be backup, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe stand outside and wait and see and keep a lookout, and then if somebody tries running out and it's not y'all, I can attack. If we get somebody that's trying to alert somebody, or my crazy long shot from outside or something, or from the door.
Sure, you could bring your gun to bear at any range. Someone as skilled and precise as you.
Yeah, I could see through a bullet hole in the brick. I would just be shoot through that.
I was more thinking you could do it at the doorway, but
Yeah, no, I'll be at the door.
You could also do that. There are plenty of roofs around.
But yeah, I'll be whatever. I'm more of a in the background kind of guy in a lot of these.
In the background, but also very pivotal. I mean, who shot out the steering wheel last session?
Yeah, not the woman, but the steering wheel. Yeah.
Thankfully.
All right, cool. So assault, do violence to a target. Now the detail is the point of attack. So you must provide the missing detail. So you must. What will the point of attack be?
Either the pennant road or the waterway, I would imagine, right?
Or the warehouse, right?
Where's the waterway?
There's a waterway that runs next to the warehouse we're going to be attacking, and then
Okay,
there's
okay.
road, which is on the same axis.
Well, you also have that large loading dock where the train comes in, or loads.
Yeah.
The train tracks go into from the north.
Yeah, they come in. I think you can see it there on the map. They kind of fork in and go out, kind of in an intersection there. So they come from all different ways.
So wait, is the Leviathan blood in the warehouse, right?
Yeah, it's in the warehouse.
So that's what I would think would be the point of attack, right? Because we need to get in, get the stuff, get out, right? Or is there something I'm missing? Am I missing a step? Because I guess I'm a little confused. While we're trying to attack elsewhere.
That would stand to reason.
Sounds
Right as-
Well,
Where's
it's
the plan
too
with-
it's too much. It's gonna be too big a container to stealthily get it out of there.
Correct. So we're going into the warehouse, we're getting it and getting out. So I guess the point of the rest
Okay.
of the right is the warehouse itself. So we just start and we can work out the rest as we go.
Right.
Okay.
So the point of
We know
attack
where
will
they
be the entrance of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then get your item loadouts. Decide how heavy you're going to be carrying on this mission there.
Or could we? Is there an entrance from the top? If we could get the side.
Yeah. There should be like lights, air holes, things like that.
To the warehouse.
It might-
Yeah, there's probably some kind of roof.
Roof access.
Yeah.
Or what do you think? You want to bust through the front door?
You can bust through the front door. You can bust through the ceiling. It just has to be an assault.
I think we should go in from the ceiling.
That's what I'm thinking.
Sounds
You
good.
got bombs for that shit, right?
Yeah, because if we go in through the front door with their salty people, whoever those work, we're going to attract a lot of attention from the get-go, and we're going to have to fight our way back out from through them.
Oh, and it might help if I'm up top as well.
Right. Whereas if we go in, drop in from above, then we may only have to fight our way out as opposed to in, then back out.
Makes sense to me. Having the height advantage has always been a very pivotal role in any engagement.
Yeah.
Maybe they got one of those hand carts for the rails, so we can make a dramatic getaway.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, cool. So, all right, so roof, and then go in, all assault style. I love it. You guys get your loadouts ready. Decide how much, what the maximum amount of stuff you'll have access to during the action, and then let's do the engagement roll. So, is this operation particularly bold or daring?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So you get one for that. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Well, yes and no. I mean, we are hitting them from above. And we did do research on the location beforehand, so we know the way in and way out. Actually, I'd say yeah. I'd say actually it probably does more so than not, because we're not going right through the front door, we are going in from a weakness.
Okay. And can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for the operation?
Mm-hmm.
Who's
Reggie's.
that? Who?
Reggie's apothecary. She provided us
Deja?
with information regarding the bloods, you know, how heavy it might be, etc.
Yeah. Barrels and I mean like big barrels of it, and I think she probably would have also given you the detail that this thing is locked up, that this stuff is locked up in a safe, like a big vault kind of thing. Yeah.
Reggie's like, yes. I keep saying Reggie too. It's Reg.
Reginald.
And are there any other elements that we need to consider? This is a tier 3 gang that you're going up against, so
Now my load is normal, so I can have up to 7.
Right.
Is that right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I thought normal was 4 to 5.
Well,
That's what I thought.
heavy might be 7. You might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 to encumber.
Well, loadout determines like how conspicuous you look. So like, so if you go 7, I can't remember where the information is at the moment. I'm looking at something else. But,
Page 57 on the big PDF.
yeah. So so that it'll have details in there and about what that means as well.
Yeah, we're in normal.
Fortunately for the lurk, though, I think a lot of your stuff is 0 load.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they are, like I said, they are a larger tier group. So, let's see. A higher tier group will give you -1d in this situation. Nah, I won't do that. We'll just do 3. All right. Oh, 4, because you get 1 to grow on, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh,
Nice, critical success.
critical success. Damn, that happened last time. That happened last time too, didn't it? Or was it the time before that? Might have been the time before that.
Time before.
It carries the action beyond the initial obstacle deeper into the action of the score.
So, so what's gonna happen is your assault will go flawlessly. You guys will scale the roof of the warehouse. As you guys like all have like your lines so that you can like drop down into the warehouse. And
That's fast.
you said you were gonna blow it up, Reginald?
The entrance, yeah.
Or the
Skylight, whatever.
Yeah, so so we'll see like flashes of you guys like scaling this thing. I'm not sure how the old man handles it, but but maybe somebody's helping him out, and
Yeah, I'll be extending an extra hand to help Professor Hammy.
And you guys get up and you guys get your ropes and stuff to scale down. We see this explosion, like this plume of fire, just. And as you guys scale down, you can hear there's some yelling and stuff from all around, from outside. You can hear the salty sailors cursing and causing a fuss. But the sounds of their distress slowly fade away as you guys scale into the warehouse. Now you see, I've drawn a little diagram on the battle map here, which I might be able to show on the stream.
Quick work.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I
It's
have?
a thing of beauty, mate.
Oh, yep. Is that it? Maybe not.
I see the blood.
Let's see. Ah, there it is. Yeah. So the people at home can see it too. So so yeah. So that's sort of a rough diagram of the warehouse. You guys are actually going to be appearing. As you drop down, you actually drop down right in front of the safe.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you guys get to skip the entire first challenge, so. Because it is a critical success. So as you drop down, you immediately drop down right kerplunk in front of the safe. Now it's sort of worked into this corner here, and it's big. It's made of this like almost oily looking sort of black metal, and the lock on this thing is unlike anything most of you have ever seen. It's instead of like a wheel or like a big keyhole, it's actually like this fragmented like there are like these fragmented pieces that are kind of spread across the surface of the front side here, and they're sort of like I said, they're sort of like fragmented across the front of it, and otherwise the safe just looks like this big black oily metal looking box. So but it's huge. It's like it's at least like, I don't know, like probably like 15 feet cube.
How much would you say it weighed?
Tons.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This thing is not this thing's pretty serious. So that is what you're looking at, and what would you like to do? And I'm gonna start a clock for the
Yeah.
for the boys and
well,
girls. There's salty
Alright.
women as well.
We'll cover Horatio as he gets to work.
yeah, I'll bust out my fine lockpicks and start filling with it.
So the problem here is that you're not quite sure where the lockpicks go.
Oh no.
Yeah, this is definitely not like a traditional lock.
Blow it up.
Are there moving parts?
So if you go to interact with it, the surface of the cube actually feels slippery and oily, but when you remove your hand, no oil sticks to you. If you were to grab one of the fragmented parts, it glides easily across the surface of the cube.
Could there be a picture you have to form, or I don't know, a code, a number?
It's definitely possible.
Well, I will try. I will try to do that.
Okay.
Make sense of try to make sense of it.
So I'm gonna require an action roll for that. What kind of roll do you think that would be?
Study or survey, maybe? No, maybe that's right. Tinker.
They're all reasonable.
I don't know what that would be.
I think the professor might be able to lend a hand, maybe.
Yeah.
So
If it's within my purview of knowledge, which may require a flashback, we knew it was a safe, so I could declare I'll let this roll out first and see how we go.
So I think Tinker would be acceptable. That would be standard, risky standard, I think. And if somebody wanted to help, they absolutely could.
Yeah, Tinker or Study, I think, as well would maybe work. It's when you scrutinize details and interpret evidence. I think either of those could. Well, and I guess Study is to see if you could really figure it out, and Tinker is actually get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to do, Horatio? You got to declare your intent.
I will roll. I will tinker it out. Risky standard.
Reginald
Tinker it out.
can assist.
Okay.
Yes.
And so when you assist, what do? You spend a stress,
I believe it's a stress. Yes.
and then you add a die to their roll.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Exactly right.
You can double check me on that. Kind of.
Yep. I'm sure that's right.
Okay.
Assisting
Is
the
it-
PC as an action.
So add 1d
Yeah.
to the modifier.
Yeah.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Hey.
Hey!
Partial success, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, a complication occurs, you have reduced effect. You end up in a desperate position. With the professor's help, you're sort of forming this. Oh, sorry, was it Reginald? Oh no, it was Reginald. Okay, sorry. So with Reginald's help, you guys are sort of forming this thing, and as you're looking at you're looking at the pieces, and you start to form. You quickly realize that this shape is one that you've seen before. It is the shape of a honeybee. When you put it
Oh no! Oh no! This got complicated.
together. And there's your complication.
Remind me.
The
Pregnancy
hive.
brain. With
Uh,
oh.
We've stolen from the hive before, and they weren't very happy about it. And we thought of ways to try and levitate or gravitate away from that. It's good. It's a good complication.
Oh, they tried to upright kill us.
Oh,
Now-
they supplied the fog.
Now, the other thing that you'll notice is that when this door opens up, a ticking will begin to sound.
Red
Oh,
zone.
I'm looking forward.
Oh, you're looking for the source of the ticking?
Yes.
Okay. So, give me an action roll. Maybe a survey. Or do you think something else? Or what would you like to roll? And then I'll tell you. That's how it's supposed to go.
Tinker's more about doing than figuring out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a little more hands-on.
Yeah, study is like to scrutinize and interpret, while tinker is like you actually like fiddle with it.
Okay. Yeah, so
At
that'd
least
be a
when I was
study.
reading.
Okay. And I think that'd
challenge
be
this him.
okay. Spend that stress, and then I think that would be risky standard.
Risky standard.
Partial success.
Partial success. You do it. There's a consequence except for harm, complication, reduced effect, or desperate position. So, okay, yeah. So, let's start another clock here, which is going to be the safe will close. And so there basically seems to be a timed a timer on how long this safe will stay open. Now, what's happened is that the metal has actually parted to create a doorway large enough to move things in and out of it, and the pieces have fragmented again, and the passageway is slowly is sort of slowly closing in on itself. So there seems to be a timed release on the doorway.
Okay.
Are there any hand trucks in there, or dollies, so to speak?
Move the barrels, yeah.
Right, yes. So, is this something you might have thought about beforehand?
Yes.
And perhaps a flashback is in order.
Oh, okay.
I think Reginald should be able to come up with a folding dolly. That's able to be in someone's backpack, right? The ever genius inventor. I'm sure he could do it.
Yes.
Are just a couple of platforms with wheels?
Yeah.
Yes, but something to strap it down so we can just keep pushing and moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you can spend a flashback. There it is.
It's 0, 2, 4, and 6, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Like 0 for something mundane, 2 for something that like requires effort, and then etc.
I kind of boned myself. I have too many documents open now. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be super prepared, and now I have too much.
Which one is it? Right, 0 stress as 1 stress and 2 or more stress, so you can also have more than 2. So an ordinary action, for which you have an easy opportunity, is 0 stress. A complex action, or unlikely opportunity, is 1 stress. Or 2 or more is like an elaborate action that involves special opportunities or contingencies.
So I think this is pretty mundane, but I want you to describe the little hand trucks to me.
So basically they're like little 4-wheeled carts.
Okay.
But they kind of I rigged up like a telescoping pipe system.
Uh-huh.
So basically it can fold down to a backpack like, say, yay big, but then you just kind of stretch it out, and then you can just throw straps over top, and we can basically push the barrels like a cart.
Okay. How many barrels can you get safely on this thing?
Oh, well, we were planning for 3 at least, so.
Okay.
So they'd probably be like standing up.
All right.
Yeah, kind of like those wheels underneath the trash can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you got a cart, or three sets of wheels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. So so as you so you'll produce those. Now you do see the 3 barrels here in the back of the safe. There's also an assortment of other things in this safe as well.
Oh,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah, but it's ticking.
Well, there's 3 of us. Only 2 of us can really load barrels, so get to work, Horatio.
All right.
It should probably be me. I'll let you 2 handle the heavy lifting.
Okay, get a point there, old man.
Yeah, I'll just hobble along and see if I can scrounge anything interesting very quickly.
Okay.
Thinking any time about it.
Okay.
Quick question, real
Yeah.
quick. Is there anything I could do? Because I'm so imagine like I'm up top and I'm kind of surveying, and I'm assuming we have a timer for like these people come investigate what that was and stuff, or like probably the safe because they probably know what's going on. Is there any way I could provide some sort of distraction to add more time?
Absolutely. What would you guys have talked about beforehand?
I
Provide grenades and/or smoke bombs.
That's literally what I was thinking. I was gonna say, Ledge
Yeah.
probably hit me up with some like really cool like ammo or something, or some really nice like something I can toss.
You're in the rafters and you can just lob it down into the warehouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could shoot fireworks off the roof. That would.
Yeah. Some sort of crazy like boom. Look at this instead. There's noise over here.
I was thinking it would be nice if they thought that they were being assaulted on the opposite corner of the warehouse than where we actually are.
Oh, yeah. So, like, there's smoke and loud bangs everywhere on that side, and they're like, what the hell? Like,
Yeah. Because we haven't made much noise when we actually landed by the safe. That went perfectly. They have no
Yes.
idea what the hell we are, so that's great.
So, okay. So this sounds like a cool thing. What kind of action roll do you think this would be?
let me take a look at actions.
Wreck looks pretty strong. You might employ chaos or sabotage to create a distraction or overcome an obstacle.
Which one was that?
Wreck.
Wreck. Okay, yes. I don't have anything in Wreck, but I can use, what is it? Is it 2 stress? Expend 2 stress to give myself a die roll for it?
Push yourself, yeah.
Yeah, you can push yourself, or you could always take a devil's bargain.
Nice try. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm nervous, but I'll go ahead and do it. Wreck.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't want to. What's the position and the effect?
So I think
Risky standard?
Yeah, I think this would be risky standard. You're on top, and you have pretty good. You're in a pretty good position right now.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
getting these
good.
partials. Yeah, it works.
Yeah, that's not bad.
All right, so you do it, but there's a consequence. So you're up there just kind of lobbing stuff off the roof, trying to get them to go to the opposite corner of where the action's actually happening, and I think one of Reginald's explosives is going to sort of fizzle out a little bit. Like it's not going to get the or sorry, not fizzle out, but it's actually going to explode maybe a little too soon. And I think what's going to happen is it's going to weaken the roof that you're standing on when it explodes, and you're going to start to actually kind of fall into the like the roof is where you're standing is going to start to implode a little bit, and you're going to start to slide in. So I'm going to put you in a desperate position where you're kind of hanging above. Or hanging from the rafters of the warehouse. It's probably about 40 feet up as well, and you'll be on the far side.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so pretty desperate position, and of course the noise has also
Pinpoint this.
yeah, well, not you guys. So the distraction has totally worked at the expense of putting Lester in a desperate position.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
Well, I mean, not cool, but
We're
Okay,
being
cool.
quick about it.
See ya. All right, yeah. As long as it gets to buy them some time, I will be dangling.
Okay.
And at some point, I'll try to pull myself up, but I'll let them kind of get. I just wanted to do a little bit, buy some more time.
Okay. Hey, Forkpuff, your mic is kind of crackling on my headphones. Is that happening to anybody else?
I hear it as well.
Okay.
yeah.
Well, dude, you tell me to use my freaking headset mic, and I tell you this thing's jank as hell.
Oh, is
That's fine
it,
now.
is it your headset, Mike?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Fine now.
It's acting up.
Okay.
It's because, yeah, it is the headset mic, and anytime, like, I slightly move forward or, like, this wire gets moved,
Yeah, it's the one.
Oh,
Yeah,
It-
that's what happened.
it literally, like, even if I bob my head in the slightest, I have to, like, sit remotely still so you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Channel your inner lizard.
Channel my jank-ass headset.
So on the other side, so they're loading barrels up. Reginald
would like
and Horatio.
to-
Yes. What are you doing?
I would like to compel with my whisper ability.
Okay.
To attune to the ghost field and force a nearby ghost to appear and obey a command I give it.
Okay.
So we're going to force a ghost to appear from the ghost field. So it could, I guess it will be like a sailor man or something, whatever you want to flavor it as. And I will give it the command, which it must obey, which is assist in my search for artifacts of wealth.
So yes. So you will compel this. Oh, go ahead and roll it. You roll it, or does it just happen?
I think it just happens. Yep.
Oh, I think. Let's see. You can attune.
You are not supernaturally terrified by it. So I'm doing this while the others are out with the barrels.
Now, when it
Trying to be quick.
says attune, does that mean like
Roll a tune.
like roll attune?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
So I will roll the tune very quickly.
Okay.
It's probably gonna be risky standard, I would imagine.
This might be just a straight a straight roll, and then depending on how it turns out, like a fortune roll almost.
Yeah. Oh, success.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
let's
no,
keep them
you're
coming. So yeah, so
Yeah, you're right.
okay, so what's gonna happen is so the ghost is going to come out, and as you compel this, you feel something in the area, and you reach out towards it, and it's actually coming from one of the crates in the safe here. And as you reach out for it, it reaches out for you, and the slender hand of a lady reaches out towards you and pulls up from the box. And as she comes up to face you, Horatio and Reginald
Somewhere, Professor Hamilton's wife files divorce.
I'm hoping to do this
lady.
when they're outside with the barrels. Like, as they're taking them out, so they're not seeing it.
Right, so that's where the complication's going to come in. So as they are carrying the barrel, this ghost sort of pops out, and there's going to be a reaction. So I think this is going to be a... let's see, what is the normal reaction to ghosts?
Bad. Supernaturally
Yes.
terrified.
Right.
So I think it's terrified as in the affliction.
Yeah. So, here it is. Yeah, the resistance roll. So, so the consequence, will be that you, both of you, will take terrified as a as one harm, and you may resist it if you like. And if you do choose to resist, and you do resist it, I'll allow you guys to not drop the barrel.
All right, so that's resolve to resist, correct?
Resolve.
Or insight.
Oh, that's a good question. I was gonna say resolve, but I'm gonna say resolve. Consequences from mental strain or willpower.
Okay.
And there's no modifier?
The modifier will be however many dots you have in the column. If you just press the word resolve, it should roll it for you. Okay, cool.
Ooh, success.
Wow,
Whoa!
nicely done.
Thank God for that.
So you guys,
Would you quit messing around and let's go?
you guys
Come
probably
on.
you guys don't even notice, like, or it's just you always see him talking to ghosts, so you're just like, whatever. He's talking to another ghost again. Just humdrum business as usual as you guys slide out and get another barrel up there. So what did you compel her to do?
To assist in my search for riches. So essentially, to identify what was the most expensive thing in this vault and take it.
Okay. She's going to.
Because I don't currently know Lester's situation, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So she's going to point to the crate that she was just in.
Okay, well, immediately rip it open.
As you rip it open, you will see that it is the inside of the crate is actually lined with like
Go.
no, like stuffing, like a fancy pillow, kind of. I can't remember what it's called. Upholstery.
Yeah.
And curled in a ball at the bottom of this crate is a person. A young woman sleeping.
Sleeping.
Okay, well, I will attempt to carry her out and we'll leave. This can only end well. I could never leave a lady in distress like that, stuck in a chest.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, look what I found.
The hell, man?
And the ghost will follow you.
Alright, so these barrels, are they... I mean, they're obviously really heavy.
They're quite heavy, yes.
So, 2-on-1, or...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have two on the cart. We're gonna switch back over to Lester real quick. Lester, how's it going? How's it hanging?
All right, it's hanging. So I have a question. How? So I see there's a bunch of crates and stuff, and I'm imagining some are kind of stacked. Maybe not. I don't know what the setup is.
I give you full permission to switch back to whatever microphone you were using before.
You're good. It was fine when you realized.
She's too animated. Use the computer mic.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah. So
Anyway.
Ooh.
Oh, is that too loud now? Now I'm like, am I too?
It's fine. We go set it down our end.
It's
I'm
perfect.
gonna cry.
It's
Okay,
fine.
it's good.
All right, we got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, John looks like he's terrified.
Don't look at John.
Don't look at me.
Okay, I just don't look at him. Okay. What I said was I'm imagining that there were a bunch of crates and some are probably maybe more stacked up than others, and I'm like kind of dangling down. There's the smoke and kind of explosions of people running around.
The upside is no one has
I'm
seen
not-
you yet.
Okay, so that's good. What would the roll be to pull myself up versus the roll? Like, I know, like, prowling would be what I would try to lurk. But, is there a roll if I needed to pull myself up, necessarily?
Yeah, like something like finesse or skirmish, something like that.
Or is there anything underneath you maybe that you can jump on?
Yeah, that's what I was going for, if it's gonna be something, because I don't have finesse or skirmish. Getting high up on stress.
I would say prowl would be risky standard, because that's traversing skillfully and quietly. Running and leaping across rooftops is included in that.
Okay, yeah. So I will do the prowl instead, and hope that fares better for me.
Okay.
Damn it. So no, I will not. But I'm already in a desperate position, right?
Yep.
We're getting mark experience for that.
Yes, you do. So,
Oh. Desperate roll as well, shouldn't it? Oh.
Oh yeah, it should have been, but you know, it
Oh,
can
well,
only
yeah.
be so bad. So, so what's gonna happen is you're, so are you trying to pull yourself up, or are you trying to swing over to a crate?
I was trying. I think if I was trying to pull myself up, that wouldn't have been prowl, right?
I think it would have been, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if I tried to pull myself up, I'm going to imagine I don't. So.
Yeah. So.
Odd.
So as you pull, as you go to pull yourself up, the rest of the wooden roof that you're clutching onto is finally going to just give way, and you're just going to plummet the 40 feet down. You're going to take harm. I'm going to say you're going to break something. Let's do a broken leg for level 2 harm. Is that level 2 or 3? Do you think?
Yeah.
Level 2.
Level 2.
All right, so yeah, so you're gonna break a leg, and
Whoa.
and there's just chaos around you. Like there's smoke and some fire, and one of the things you caught on fire was like an oil drum of some sort. So they're trying to tend to that, and like I said, there's a lot of chaos going on.
Quick thing, real quick.
Yeah.
Quick flashback, if I may.
Yeah.
If I am to be in danger, I would like to discuss with the group in this flashback that my falcon, Tiberius, will come and warn them. Like he'll do like a little scree, claw. That's the danger signal.
He'll signal you're in trouble, so we know.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then back in real time, and then, hey, Tiberius, that would be a good time.
Okay. So so Tiberius is trained to warn of danger. So
what?
Go ahead.
What is Tiberius?
A falcon.
He's a falcon.
Oh, falcon. Okay.
Which is actually an insanely precious thing to have. Animals in Duskfall are insanely rare, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Because you can't really leave.
Yeah, so Tiberius is gonna scree, claw.
All right.
Get out of here, you super bird.
So
you're giving us away.
Wait, no, it's a signal. It's a signal. That's us in trouble.
so
We must go
the so you guys are getting the third barrel out. Hamilton, you've got this sleeping lady in your arms. There's a ghost lady following you, and as you guys are loading up the third barrel onto the cart there, the falcon is going to fly down and is just going to sort of flap around Horatio's head.
Well, kind of like beat it. I'm trying to, and then it'll dawn on me. And it's shit. So I guess we got to see what's going on there. How are we handling the barrels? Is
Well,
that going smooth?
I'm strapping them down. You go see what Lester needs.
Yeah, you're best at
Okay.
that. I'll assist.
Okay.
Put the girl down and assist with the barrels quickly.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take off in the direction of the sound.
I think Tiberius would probably lead you too. Once he was like, "Oh, hey, finally got this guy's attention. All right, come on."
Yeah, I follow the berry.
Okay. So, so following the bird will take you around some crates here. Let's see. I'll show you.
Tiberius, your leg.
What?
Can you walk?
Tiberius.
Oh, I'm sorry, Lester, your leg.
The bird's like.
What are you saying?
Oh?
Yeah, the bird's like looking at its own leg, like.
That looks bad.
Yeah.
That looks really bad. Are you able to walk?
Oh, with a little bit of help, I could maybe gimp.
All right. Well, let me go get the gang, and we'll have
Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on there. It's no. It doesn't go down that easily. Hold on there.
I feel like I should mention it as well. Would there be applicable armor with her fall as Lester? Like a splint or something to help suffer or ease her blow?
There absolutely could be if Lester has access to such a thing.
Let's see, what do I got?
Having armor's 2 slots, I believe. Or is it free?
No, it's not free. But I think heavy armor is 2. And I don't know. Hold on, let me check.
I don't have any armor marked.
No, because the loadout, yeah. What load did you choose? Normal, light, heavy?
Normal.
Normal. So you should have the ability to get armor, which can reduce it from a level 2 harm to level 1 harm.
Yeah, but that takes up 2 of your loadout. Yeah, you were right, 2.
Yeah. So get yourself some armor.
That would bring it to light.
Yeah, I think it would give you like 3 more load to play around with.
Correct.
Okay, but that armor would maybe it wouldn't be a broken leg, but like a sprained leg instead.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nailed it on the head.
It would.
So your armor kind of just forces it downwards. Essentially, it keeps its momentum.
Okay, so I can do that instead.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it's an option that is always available to you. But now your armor is marked,
and
so you get shot.
No.
And you can always roll to resist as well. If you ever get into a situation, if you ever want to resist a consequence, you can always roll to resist it. However, if you fail, I believe you take stress if you fail.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so maybe it's not broken leg, but it is sprained. So I can walk. Maybe just a little bit of support from my boy Horatio would be enough to get me out of there, though.
Yeah,
instead of needing somebody huge.
It's gonna definitely complicate things. Like I said, stuff is going down. To get out of that situation, I'm gonna say it's gonna require an action roll. Horatio can help you if he likes, but I think it's going to take an action roll to get out of there unnoticed.
A prowl, perhaps?
A prowl, I believe, would work. I would say that's let's see. The last one ended pretty poorly. It put you in a desperate position. So you're starting off. So this is going to be what is it? Desperate. Sorry, hold on, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, this is going to be desperate standard.
Okay. And Horatio, are you aiding with this as well?
I am. Now,
Okay.
what? How do you aid?
So you'll basically mark a stress, and you can add a die to the roll. To Lester's roll.
Right.
Or I think you can also increase the effect?
You can lead. So he can lead her in the action, and they do it as a group. So, and then you combine the pets, I believe. But then you have a larger suffer.
I'm fine with just doing the extra die roll.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and do that.
I think it's like a group action, something like that.
But we do it!
Hey, nice.
Thank you, Horatio.
Yes. As the smoke sort of rolls out across the warehouse, it obscures you from the salty peeps, and you guys are able to get around the corner here and traverse the warehouse to meet back up with the others.
And when we get to the others, me and the professor will do like a Chinese fire drill. He can take Lester.
A Chinese
and I'll
a Taikaroshi fire drill.
Yeah, and I'll jump on the barrel.
Yep.
Okay.
So I guess we're going out the front door. Well, has that stopped beeping yet or ticking?
We're out. Yeah.
We're out. Did it stop ticking?
The door is closed. The safe is closed. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes. This lovely ghost told me that the most expensive and rich thing in there was this young lady who was asleep. She was inside a crate. I believe
Yeah.
we take her with us.
Whoa.
Yeah, like I'm leaning on you, and then I look at you, and I'm like, oh shit.
I just noticed her too.
Like we both at the same time noticed, like, oh shit.
Yes. Apparently they were taking
How do you
her.
go into a safe and come out with two women? I mean, just how?
I just took some of Lester's charm here. I took a cue of his book.
Hats off to you, sir. Let's roll.
Yep, run.
Hats on.
Run like hell.
So, where are you guys gonna exit?
We're going out the front door, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay.
We parked through the dock. We got our boat at the dock.
Yep. And I got our escape plan all worked out. I'm gonna summon a giant fog cloud and we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Excuse me, French.
Yes. We gotta get the fuck out.
So are you summoning the fog cloud while we're still on land, or?
No, when we get on the boat, so we can vamoose.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
don't want to disturb our view like last time.
so there's a lot of action happening in the front. They're trying to put out some fires. There's a lot of salty peeps yelling back and forth. There's a lot of activity. To just roll out there is going to be pretty desperate.
Is there a side door?
Do you have something you can blow up this wall with?
I was going to say Reginald.
Can I make a side door?
Reginald.
Yeah. There's always a side door when you're involved, buddy.
The roof caved in. This would be probably pretty shoddy walls.
Come on, Reginald.
So, if you wanted to, I mean, it sounds like a wreck to me, unless you think something else would be appropriate. But
he goes, oh yeah.
I'm wrecking it.
And I would say that would be risky standard to wreck.
I'll assist him in this. Give him an extra D.
Okay. Mark your stress. Use that stress.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna help her. You're gonna just like throw the lady.
Oh, I'm carrying the lady. I'm just giving him advice. No.
Did you take your extra die?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. Oh.
Very well. So, so you do indeed blow this side door into the wall here. However, on the other side, are some salty boys. And,
behind door number 1.
And it looks like they were in the midst of rushing to help up front, but now that the side of their warehouse has been blown out, they will now turn and address that situation. So there's probably about 6 of them, and as they turn, they kind of see like you've got the girl in your hands, and you've got obvious barrels of Leviathan blood strapped together. There's
How are we supposed to look innocent?
But we can't. We could talk our way out of this. That's a way. Right. The whole building's collapsing. Quick, you must help us get it out. Get in there. Get into the safe. Get it out.
Is this an honest attempt, or is this just a funniness?
Oh no, this is genuine attempt. I'm trying to convince them that we're moving the stuff out.
I would say limited. Oh. Is this a sway?
I mean, I'm telling them, get the stuff out.
Oh, you're like commanding them, or?
Yeah.
I would say this is a desperate limited.
Pretty desperate.
Yeah, desperate limited.
If you make this work, though.
I'm gonna push myself.
If you make this work.
Push myself. Alright. Here we go. Is anyone assisting?
Yeah. I will.
Hell yeah, let's get it.
Mark your stress, Horatio.
I'll just what he said.
Ooh,
Okay.
maybe. Maybe I put too much spice in that bun there.
Hey, I mean, it's done though. They're gonna do something, right?
So let's do. Can you really reduce the effect of limited? I guess you could. I guess you could. It just doesn't work at all, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I'll say reduced effect. I'll say instead of all of them going inside, let's see, how many did I say there were? 6. I'll say 3 of them go inside, but 3 of them will stay to watch you.
Now, could I have the thing called Shadow?
Uh-huh.
And could I use that to, I don't know, maybe affect a couple more?
What does it do?
You may expend your special armor to resist a consequence from detection or security measures, or to push yourself for a feat of athletics or strength. I guess that really doesn't fit in since they already seen this.
Right. I don't know if this would be quite the same thing.
Yeah.
I think if it was you rolling it, probably, or if we were in a group.
If I'd have rolled it before they seen this.
Yeah. Or like if you were the one trying to convince them, because then you're suffering the consequence. I think in this instance, I'm suffering it on behalf of the group.
Okay. Fair enough.
It would be my very limited understanding.
When you say 3 are coming in, do you mean they're coming in to come get us and apprehend us?
No,
to help.
Yeah, they're coming in to get the rest of the stuff out because the building's collapsing. But the other 3 are going to stay and watch you guys.
All right, that's cool. They can
Great
go
down.
past us and get the rest of the crates.
Yeah.
And when we go out, I have sharpshooter, so that works great. Yeah, it's gonna be like, all right, well, we're gonna go. All right, get back.
But the other three, they are not looking so friendly. One of them is going to, she's going to come up, and she's very tall, very muscular. She's just going to, she's going to look at the professor, and she says, "Who the fuck are you anyway?"
I'm Captain Todd of the the fish fodder. It is a beautiful ship. You not seen my boat?
And she raises an eyebrow and she says, "Oh, and let me guess, this is your crew." And she points
No.
to this assembly of misfits you have, and she leans down. She says, "Well, I can tell you one thing. The Hive will be very pleased that you saved their treasure."
Of course. We don't want to get in bad with the Hive, as you saw with the other guys. We don't want to get our heads caved in or chucked in with a bunch of bees.
Of course, they might be even more grateful if it's me who brings it back. And she's going to take the girl. She's going to take the girl from your hands.
No.
What do you do?
Lightning! Alright, so I will attempt to push myself to unleash a stroke of lightning as a weapon.
Okay.
So as she reaches forward, open one of the hands that's holding the girl, and a lightning bolt will just right in her face.
Okay. Is there any roll for that?
Doesn't say so, but we can probably make one up.
Let me see.
I've seen this kind of thing before. I'll just back away a bit.
He's gonna be a little
I'll pay the stress
twitchy after
first.
this himself.
Oh, absolutely. Hairs are standing on end.
Yeah, he's looking like Albert Einstein.
Yeah. My normally swept back hair's now. Whoop.
Yeah, it's all like sticking up.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you can push yourself. Okay, so you just pay the stress and then it happens, right?
I believe so. But you can flavor it however we really want.
Okay. Yeah. So the lightning will emerge from your the lightning will emerge from your hand and blast her. She'll grab her face and start like ah, and
Now's my chance.
yeah, and then the other two will snap into action and immediately go to descend on you, Professor.
I got you. I'm gonna sharpshooter. I'm gonna push myself to do one of the following, and it's make a ranged attack at extreme distance, or unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
So which will you do?
Barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like a
So, so maybe that calls for a hunt, and then
God damn it!
And then-
I have to roll shit.
well, you're also pushing yourself, so you'll pay the stress, you'll get the die, and you'll be able to do this this barrage thing as well. So you got a lot of good things coming to you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do something as soon as that. As soon as it starts popping off, I had a plan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We all know that when those three went in, these guys are going to go.
So partial success on my part.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. So and then the barrage. What does the barrage say?
It just says unleash a barrage of rapid fire to suppress the enemy.
Yeah. So you're. Are you using pistols for this? Or are you using like?
Yeah, my pistols are my fine pair of pistols. Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, so your pistols are flying off, and the other two are gonna have to take cover to avoid the fire. So they're kind of out of the picture for the moment as you suppress them behind some crates. Reginald, what did you want to do?
So she backed up when she took lightning to the face, correct?
Correct.
And then the other two backed up even farther when the gunfire started. And we're in
Yes.
like a little alleyway, right?
Correct. You are, yeah. So you're in kind of an alleyway right next to the water, I believe.
And the professor grabbed the girl, right?
To Lockwater.
Yeah, Prof got the girl.
Prof got the girl.
Okay. So I am dropping a fire oil vial at her feet.
Okay.
Which erupts into searing flames upon contact with air. So basically putting fire between us and the bad guys.
So,
Well, the
blinded
worst
by
guys.
lightning to the face, and now napalm in your feet.
She can identify us. Anyway, so
True. Yeah, fair point.
that is I guess a rec roll?
I would say wreck. That's unleashing savage force, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty savage. And I'm going to push myself.
Okay. Risky standard.
We've been pushing it.
This is it. This is what matters. You know, we've got to get out.
Oh my god! Oh no!
So what happens there?
The Leviathan blood catches fire.
Oh shit!
No!
Oh shit!
All of it, or just one barrel?
I'm gonna say it's gonna start with one barrel, but it's on fire. So like this is the kind of fire that doesn't go out easily, I assume.
Yeah, you are correct.
Yeah. So there's one barrel and it is on fire, and it will quickly spread to the others if left unchecked for too long.
I'm kicking the barrel off. First chance I get.
All right. So.
Yeah, I guess I will attempt to shoot one of the other two.
Well, they're being suppressed currently by Lester. Lester's got the pew 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 on them, so they're kind of like out of the action for the moment. There's like crowd control on them essentially.
Oh, all three of them. Okay.
The one with the lightning in her face, she's still like got lightning in her face, and then the
Oh yeah.
and then the development is that the fire didn't go quite as another Reginald bomb didn't go quite as planned, and it caught fire on one of the barrels, Leviathan.
I believe my crit failed. Oh my god.
Could we declare a flashback at this point? I think
depends.
There's
Yeah.
something relevant that happened earlier, which may help with the barrel situation.
Okay.
When I picked up the girl, the inside of the crate was stuffed with lining.
Uh-huh.
Could I declare a flashback to get a knife to cut that out to cover the barrel to give it a bit of protection against the falling debris? Which may protect it against fire because it would land on that first and just kick it off.
So a flashback can't undo something that's already been done. So the barrel is on fire.
Right.
So you're saying you want to put something over top of it to have.
But to smother it then.
So that is on fire instead, or.
Yeah.
Oh, so it would still be on fire, but it would be the upholstery instead of the barrel.
Okay, I would allow that, and then that would buy you guys a little bit of time.
Ooh, throw that fire on that bitch.
It was something that was already in our sight, so I thought it would be useful. And that's probably how we're supposed to use that.
Or like to even conceal the barrel somewhat.
Exactly, that too. I think in Prof's mind it would have been to protect against falling debris.
Okay.
Which in this
So we
case
can
may
throw that
make it
upholstery
harder.
off before it catches on the barrel, basically.
Okay, so that'll raise the situation from desperate to maybe like a standard, yeah. To when it comes to dealing with that.
Cool.
I guess we're gonna have to sacrifice that one barrel. We need to push it into the warehouse.
No,
No,
just- He just flashed back to semi-solution.
It's a very temporary one. We do need to deal with it. So kick off the upholstery. Get rid of it. Move it off.
But it's
Throw it
so
on
far.
her.
Yeah, throw it at her.
Yeah, take that fucking shit and throw it at her.
Hello,
So,
fight.
so Lester, you're busy pew pew pewing. Professor Hamilton, you've got the girl. Reginald, you just threw the fire. So I think Horatio, that leaves it to you if you want to be the one to try to get the upholstery off without doing too much harm to yourself. This would require an action roll. What action roll do we think it would require?
Finesse, maybe?
Finesse.
Yeah,
I think.
finesse or skirmish, yeah. I think finesse.
Okay.
Yeah, you're using dexterity to try and avoid touching the fire, right?
Right, to release the piece of fabric or whatever it is.
Unless you were gonna fight it.
He's taking it on real hard. God damn it. Yes.
That one might have been desperate.
Yeah.
So finesse, that'll be risky standard.
But you would have allowed it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a stress.
You decide
And,
what to roll. I just set the risky
Doing real
standard.
well. Doing real well.
Alright.
Get some.
Yeah.
Critical success!
Yeah.
With increased effect. So I'll say what happens is unless you have something better, I want to say what happens is that you're able to whip the thing off, and the burning upholstery you can throw it on the lightning face lady.
That's exactly what I do.
And she's going to stumble back now on fire, and the upholstery kind of like melting onto her face.
Ooh.
Yeah, I just
Like,
run up to
mess
it.
all over again.
Yeah, just straight away.
And I think
Run!
at that point, since you guys are like right next to the waterway, if you, and this is just a suggestion, I like, you guys don't have to do it, but you had mentioned the gondoliers earlier, and it would be a perfect time for a gondolier to come cruising down the waterway right now with your boat to help you guys.
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe a couple of extra hands on deck to help take the cargo, yeah?
So you can load that stuff on there and cruise on out.
Sweet.
Ooh. Horatio with the critical success.
Yeah, that was real clutch.
Now when you
How's
get
it like?
it still sucks.
Yeah. Ow. You got a tonic for those hamstrings?
Oh, I'm sorry, I used
Is
it all
that in
last
your
night.
loadout?
Now I have to use the restroom, so you guys role play amongst yourself real quick. I'll be right back.
Alright, cool.
Well, that didn't go exactly as planned.
No, but I can't believe that worked. And we got out with 3 barrels of blood and
Yes.
this lovely lady.
Oh yeah, about that.
Yes, I'll have to ask the ghost about that when she's back from her toilet break.
So how did you word that? Did you say what was worth the most or what was most valuable? Because
Most valuable.
now, see, the
Yeah.
ghost might have a sentimental attachment or something like that.
I agree. I said, find me the greatest riches among these baubles, which riches could be, consumed as a daughter or various other
Yeah.
ways.
I mean,
But
I'm not going to
in all
argue with
fairness,
saving.
I'll-
I'm not going to argue with saving a young woman, but
No,
this might not be a payday.
no, I don't think it will be. But flip side of the coin, there'll be a very good reason she was locked in a crate in a vault surrounded by guards, right? That's a bit
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
True.
there's got to be a reason for that. But we have
3 barrels.
a free barrel, a free barrel to do what we choose.
Exactly right. Which is pretty huge, I'm not going to lie.
Do we want to offload it now to the red sashes, or do we want to hold on to it?
Yeah, we
like
want
later
to,
usage.
well, one of them we want to keep for now, I guess, and just unload the other two.
I think it depends how much we get paid for the job.
Yes.
Because we're
I
going to
agree.
get a bit of heat. If we get I've got 2 gold. I've been saving. If we use our personal funds as well, we should be able to tier up. We should be able to accomplish that.
Yeah, I've got 3 coin.
He'll peep that frothy drink he has.
Oh, he's got a little beer.
Yeah.
Wanted a little bev.
You got to celebrate. I approve. Mission complete. Yeah, guess so.
Take one for me and the baby.
Will do.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Ooh.
oh, there we go. Yeah. Sound working? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, so with that, let's move into the payoff phase.
How much is a small girl worth?
To be determined.
Oh, Nerax. Maybe I found a host for you after all.
Oh my god.
Well,
Alright.
she was locked in a box, so she's either in some type of magical thing or already dead. So
Yeah. Like, maybe the ghost could enlighten us before she dissipates.
So,
Yeah.
after a score, the PCs take stock of their income from the operation. A successful score generates both a rep and coin. So you earn 2 rep by default, plus 1, I think, because you guys have a thing, right?
Correct.
Yep.
And then you take 1 rep per tier higher.
Quick question.
Yes.
Paul, this is your thing, right, Paul?
I'm doing it, but someone else can do it if they want to.
No, it's good. I'm just glad that it's somebody else.
Yeah, we have leverage, so whenever we gain rep, we gain 1 more. So yes, we're getting 3.
Plus,
we have.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's good. We may as well spend it.
Well, yeah. So the yeah. So yeah.
At the end.
So to be plus, you guys are 0 tier right now, and then that was a tier 3 gang. So the grinders, I think they're called. So that's plus 3.
6 rep.
And okay. Yep, so that's 6 rep. And you earn coin based on the nature of the operation or any loot you seized. So so this is so they were going to pay you 6 coin to do this. You managed to get an extra barrel of Leviathan blood. So what you can do with that, I will let you choose, but you can basically get a stake in their operation with it, which will give you a return of 1 coin per session, every session, for as long as the operation continues. Or you can try to sell it all for probably a decent chunk. Although that's going to be its own thing, because it's kind of hard to fence that much of something.
Yeah, I think get it on the operation.
We asked for a down payment of 1 coin now.
No. They're going to you'll earn 1 coin every session we play.
After this one, right?
Yeah, just automatically. Just having a stake in that.
I think that sounds pretty great.
Yeah, I do too.
All right. Yeah, sounds good.
So that's 1, 2. Are there any nays?
No nays.
Reginald?
sorry.
Oh, yay or nay on that?
Oh, that is a yay.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
All
so
right.
Make sure everybody's on board. So
We're in the business, boys.
Steady income. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
All
You get it then.
right. And then you, like I said, you get your 6 coin for the job, and then you have this girl. and we have to figure out more about her because nobody, even the Red Sashes are like, oh, we don't know. Yeah,
None of our bloody business. You brought that.
So, and the ghost has disappeared for the moment.
Ah, okay.
Fat boy.
All right.
Chunky.
Okay, so that's the payoff. Let's take care of heat. City is full of prying eyes and informants. Anything you do might be witnessed, and there's always evidence left behind. To reflect this, you require heat as you commit crimes. So let's. So would you say that that operation was smooth and quiet, contained?
Yeah, smooth and quiet.
Contained, loud and chaotic, or wild?
Not at all.
Chaotic.
Pretty wild and very loud.
Yeah, but everybody that's seen us is no longer
Dead.
with us.
Can't argue that logic. No one saw us. They're dead.
I would say loud and chaotic, perhaps.
Oh, most certainly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very apt. Bombs falling down roof. Yeah, pretty loud.
Flaming building, backlighting us, loading a boat.
Lightning.
Oh yeah.
Upholstery. So one.
Flaming upholstery.
So
Save the day.
one heat, an additional heat because it happened on hostile turf. Hostile turf? No, not hostile turf. Not yet, right? What does that mean
Not yet.
exactly?
No.
Not yet.
If you're ever at war with them.
Okay, gotcha. And then, then +1 heat if you're at war with another faction, which you're not. So hey.
Yep.
And then add 2 heat if killing was involved. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Just a
actually, I don't think
No.
anybody actually died.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
named.
You never heard the bell.
Oh, that's true. Would have known. Yeah. It's
Oh,
very true.
yeah.
The Ravens.
Well, we'll know that bitch if we ever see her again.
She's not going to see anything again. I can guarantee you that.
No, probably not.
All right, so mark your heat, and if you reach level 9, you gain a wanted level.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
good. We are already wanted 1.
Okay.
Does that influence something?
Not at this stage.
Look at that.
Okay. Nobody needs to go to jail. Unless
Thank
you,
God.
well, nobody needs to. You can always send people to
They
jail.
Going to jail is the only way we can really lower our wanted levels, so
Correct. Yeah.
there is an option. But we could also frame someone to take the full for us.
Absolutely.
Or we could pay
Ow.
someone.
True, we could pay someone to take the full.
And
Yeah.
there's a whole prison claim system where you can get like benefits from having someone in prison. So.
Yeah.
So.
Not it.
My prestigious name could never suffer the consequences.
So that's heat. Moving on to entanglements. So you have a complex history of favors, commitments, debts, and promises that got you where you are today. To reflect this, after each score, you roll dice to find out which entanglement comes calling. An entanglement might be a rival crew looking to throw their weight around or demand some coin, or an investigator of the City Watch making a case against your crew, or even the attention of a vengeful ghost. So after payoff and heat are determined, the GM generates an entanglement for the crew using this this chart. So your so somebody rolled dice equal to your wanted level.
1,
Just
so
one.
1d6.
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 1.
Nice. All right. So we've whipped up some gang trouble or the usual suspects. So let me see which one it is.
The hell are the usual suspects?
That's where the cops grab one of your people.
Please.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't seem like anything is ever good with entanglements. Like, we just have to have 0 wanted level.
Well, and even then, you roll 2d6, right? No, I don't think you actually roll anything.
No, I don't think entanglements happen at all.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, heat 0 through 3. Yeah, you just take 2 and roll the lower. Or take the lower. So the usual suspects. Let's do that one because you guys don't really have a gang yet.
No, it's not.
So one player volunteers a friend or vice purveyor as the person most likely to be taken.
Who do I have? You got a ghost and a rival. I don't think either of those would be particularly nearby or even interested.
What about a vice purveyor? It could be a friend or a vice purveyor.
So his wife? His wife is like spatting some more shit.
Well, the police will grab her. That'd be an event.
Could
Sounds
be.
pretty dramatic.
Ooh.
Could be. We could also do Stasia. Stasia, since Stasia was directly involved with this heist. Could also do. If anybody's got an interesting vice purveyor, that would fit. So yes, you could do your wife. That would cause quite a stir in your community. We could possibly do, like I said, Stasia, since she's directly involved. Nobody else really kind of jumps out at me from a fictional point of view. I don't know about you guys.
Right. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything other than Stasia on mine.
Yeah, I would roll a d6. If it's even, it's his wife. If it's odd, it's Stasia.
Yeah. Like, other than Ellen, Stasia, or my wife. Who
Oh, Ellen, right, yeah. And we could also do Ellen as well.
Yeah, she is definitely possibly the most involved. Who knows us the best anyway.
So, if you guys want to leave it to chance, you totally can. If you would like to decide.
Let's chance it.
Roll it out.
So, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yeah. So 1 is Stasia, 2 is wife, 3 is Ellen.
And then the others is the same. Wife, Stasia, Ellen. Wife, Stasia, Ellen. Somebody roll it. Wife, Stasia, Ellen. Wife, Stasia, Ellen. Wife, Stasia. Wife it is!
Wife it is.
Alright, cool. So let's make a fortune roll to find out if they resist questioning.
Come on, wifey. Fortune roll in what? In result?
It's just a straight fortune roll, I believe.
Got D6 then?
Yeah.
Fails.
Okay.
What happened to your dear wife?
So,
I think she might have gabbed.
Again, well, I imagine it wasn't like they forcibly took her. They probably went and she was like, "Oh, hey, like the blue guys are here." Because does she know what you do?
No.
Okay, so she probably just blabs away at all this crazy cool stuff you're doing, and over some tea, like they're sitting in the house, like on the old lady furniture and stuff, like.
She probably would have mentioned the first heist that we did. Do you remember all those weeks ago?
Yeah.
Where we stole a boat and we got away with it. That's the one I told her about, and that's the one that she gossiped about. So that's the one she would know.
So.
Wait, hold on.
So I think what's gonna happen is when you come back to your home later.
Oh no.
You're gonna walk in. Do you have a butler?
Oh yeah.
Do you have a staff?
Of course. Yes, many.
So if your staff is gonna say, does any of them know what you do, or any of them do you have like an Alfred at all, or anything like that?
I'm afraid not. No.
So so as soon as you come in, one of the
They're not my staff; they're her staff. She's no better.
Fair
I'm married into the family.
So one of them is going to greet you as in the customary way.
Hello.
And we'll also inform you that that the lady of the house has a guest upstairs.
Oh. One of her many friends, I would assume, from Croquet. I'll have to go say hello.
Master Faraway.
No, sir. No, sir. An inspector.
Oh.
By all means, lead the way. Yes.
And so when you come up, you can see, and I imagine Darmit as like that dude from Lupin the Third that's always chasing Lupin.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I picture him.
Oh, Zenigata.
Yeah.
Darmit's upstairs. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
No, I'm not like. No, I don't think he's as silly, but I think, but I do picture him as that
Just
kind of like that kind of guy.
Like the
He's in
physicality.
the house.
And so when you come up, Darmit's like drinking tea or whatever with your wife, and it looked like they're having
Darjeeling, high class.
Yeah, and they look as it's probably some kind of mushroom tea, right? Like
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
It's like Fortnum and Mason, but like in a Mason.
although
instead.
your wife could probably afford the real stuff though. So yeah,
absolutely.
so it
She's
might
got it-
actually
she's
be
got it on
real
back.
tea. Yeah. And so they're drinking that, and he sees you come in, and he's going to give you like this like really like I've got you now look, and
Hello, Inspector.
hello, your wife was just informing me of your busy schedule.
Oh, she keeps herself up to date with all sorts of things, but you'll have to forgive her flights of fancy. She does like to read a good book.
And
I'll sit down and have some tea as well, darling. Would you mind pouring me a cup from the back shelf? Thank you.
yeah, and she gives you a wink and a nod, and she knows you want some spirits, and she'll get up and go get that for you, leaving you alone with Darmit for a moment. And as soon as she gets out of range of hearing, he's gonna lean over and he's gonna say, I'm getting one step closer every day to uncovering your little ruse.
Which one?
He says it won't be long before I have the lot of you in jail. And he drinks his tea.
Well, I'm looking forward to discovering the many ruses that we can go through together and drinking more tea. You'll have to come over the next time without all the fuss. You know, you could have phoned ahead first. I would have had some cake prepared or something. Speaking of which, darling, could you get the cake? The one that has the actual strawberries on it. I think the professor... No, sorry, you're not one of my colleagues, are you? The instructor would like it. The professor of criminology.
So he has some knowledge about you, or about this operation. Maybe he has like some time frames to work with. It's very circumstantial, but it's definitely going to increase your heat by 2. Or you can pay him off with 1 coin.
Whoa.
I think we could take the heat hit because we have 6 rep to spend before this event happens, so we can limit our rep and then get the 2 increase.
Okay, so go ahead and take the 2 heat, and
Written down.
we will move
Minimum
on.
of 2.
We will move on to downtime activities.
Speaking of which, we have enough gold now, by the way.
You have enough
Tier up.
gold. Okay.
Tier up.
Yeah. So you can go ahead and spend that if you like.
Do you guys think we should tear up our guild of merry men?
Damn straight.
And so for this, you guys will probably be back in the hideout, in the Moon Cursor hideout, and I can't think of quite the what the scene is necessarily, but that's the aesthetic I want, is kind of you guys in the hideout. So so what comes next? How you guys rank up to tier 1?
Yep, absolutely right.
Beautiful.
We rank up to tier 1 from tier 0, and I believe we can upgrade the lair as well. So as we're discussing and, you know, working out the plans, we're probably, me and Reginald are looking over the schematics and the architecture. Horatio is trying to, you know, get all the pieces together.
Gentlemen. Well done.
Oh, cheers! Yes, quite right. It's been a hell of a ride. I had a most interesting visitor, but I won't go into that.
Oh, do tell.
Well done. Oh well. Okay. I had an instructor appear at my house, my own abode.
Inspector.
Inspector.
An instructor. Hold on. Time out.
I was so stressed about the whole thing. It kind of put my mind to a fazzle. I do apologize.
Well, that's the world you come from anyway. It's like, you know, being a professor and all.
Yeah, I keep thinking he's a colleague.
The academic world.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, a fellow instructor.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yes, he does have some circumstantial evidence, but he seems to be tying our movements together pretty well. We should keep an eye on for him.
Oh, he's after us.
Oh, he's after us.
Oh, shit.
Yes, and he spoke to the wife, and she
You didn't get this bloke's name, did you?
I did. Yes, it was Inspector.
Dormant.
God damn it.
But was it actually Darmont, or we're going with that?
Yeah, it's Darmont.
Oh, it's Darmont. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Inspector Darmont was his name, and I believe he's on our case.
Well, if he's all we got to worry about, we got nothing to worry about.
I don't
Do you
think
know
he's-
him?
Oh, I know him.
Yeah, he's not so much on our case as he is poor Horatio's.
Oh, I believe he's on all of our cases now. But if he has a vendetta against Horatio, that's extra pudding, one could say.
Yeah, but he's not too bright, if you know what I mean.
I mean, he has some pretty convincing evidence.
Your wife?
No,
We'll see how it goes.
she would never witness against me in court, but his evidence was most certainly accurate. So, we move up the ladder. So we develop our crew. And Holder's weak is now strong. So we go from 0 to 1. I believe that gives us turf, which we'll have to work out at some point. Do you guys want to do downtime activities first? Because it might be a bit quicker.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Does anybody know what they want to do first? Everybody gets 2 downtime activities, so.
I think I have mine.
Okay.
So,
I think everyone's in.
everyone takes 3 downtime activities because we have 6 rep to spend. It costs a rep to do a downtime activity.
Ooh.
So if everyone takes 3, we still have 2 left. Personal recommendation: we start spending those 2 on our heat.
Oh yeah, on the heat, reduce heat.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll spend one.
So let's start. You said Forkbuff. You said you had. You knew what you want to do.
Yes.
All right. What'd you like to do?
So I believe I have a sprained leg, so I would like to get that recovered.
Okay.
Maybe Reg, or I can't remember who got injured. I think it's Reg that got injured last time, and he went to visit Sawtooth, so maybe he might recommend Sawtooth to me.
I believe he said it was broken.
I think I did the armor thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You reduce their harm from level 2 to level 1, so it's easy to deal with. I was listening.
So, yeah. So you want to go see old Sawtooth, do you? And
Yeah, I want to go see old Sawtooth.
Okay, so and so Sawtooth, I believe, I've been playing him as a 2 quality person, but I think I should be playing him according to your tier. So yeah, so
Oh great, here we go. So now when I'm trying to heal my fucking leg.
So he'll be a
He's a
1.
dumbass.
So he'll be a 1 quality, but so you'll still get to roll 1 die and take the result of that. But yeah, so if you go see Sawtooth, as you walk in, he's he's as you walk in, someone else is hobbling out, and they look pretty stunned and saddened by the loss of limb, and they're cursing Sawtooth's name under under their breath as they're like hobbling away. And Sawtooth greets you at the door, and he says, "Well, you win some, you lose some. Come on in, come on in."
Do you have any scotch?
He says, "I've got tranquilizer."
That'll work. I'm just, it's not even broken or fractured. It's simply sprained, and I was just wondering if you had something to.
How much are we taking off?
None. I just need it fixed.
And he'll give it a big slap right where it hurts.
Oh, girl.
Are you smoking a cigarette while it's going on?
Yeah, I bite it in half, like, oh.
And he'll judge your pain, and he'll say, and he'll grab some supplies from the cupboard. Go ahead and roll 1 die.
Just 1d6.
Yeah.
A 2.
A 2. So a 2 heals you for 1 segment.
What does that mean?
So you have a 4-segment healing clock, and once it's filled up, you can decrease the level of harm, I believe. So yeah. So a 2 will get you 1 segment filled in. You'll have 3 to go.
So I still have like 3 more visits to get rid of my sprained leg.
Possibly, if you were to roll, if he were to roll a 6 or a critical, that would fill the clock up all the way.
Oh my god.
You have 2 more downtime activities already.
Well, actually, I was going to level up.
Okay.
And take Physiker.
Okay.
Which would add a d6 to that roll.
Oh, okay. So if you're
very nice.
So if you're gonna level up and take that, do you want to go ahead and add that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it adds a d6?
Yeah, so we'll get another d6.
To everyone's healings rolls, I
get another d6. Let's see if we can get a higher roll here.
Oh, thank you ever so much, sir.
So with Reginald's careful eye, he starts putting stuff back in the cupboard.
Yes. Reg.
So a 6 will give you 3 segments.
Healed.
Well,
nice.
no. So that's not in addition to that's. Or sorry, that's yeah. So you'll have 3. You'll have 1 more.
So you use 1 downtime action, and you added it to 6 this week.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
So you've healed 3. You've got 2 more downtime actions. 1 from rep, 1 of your own. So you can do it again. Just get rid of it.
Oh, I know, but I gotta get rid of some stress too, and I'm trying to get a silencer too.
Yeah.
It could be worth knocking out, because if you take harm again on the next job, it resets everything. So.
Okay. Well, I also still have 1 coin. Can I use that? Can I be like, hey?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit it up again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hit me up again with that, please.
So go ahead and roll another d6, and with
2d6.
Yeah, with the Physiker, yeah, you get 2d6. So let's roll another one. I mean, either way, you get that 1 segment filled, and you are healed.
Thank fuck.
And you,
I imagine it was a lot of Reginald wrestling like sharp tools from Sawtooth, and then him actually doing what he needs to get done.
So you have 2 more downtime activities?
Yes. I'd also like to...
Well, actually, sorry, just to clarify, but would Sawtooth be doing this, or would it just be me?
It might just be you.
Oh, shit. It might just be you.
Yeah, it might just be you.
Okay. Cool.
I paid you coin to fucking take care of it. Hey.
Hey, that was for supplies, all right? These drugs ain't
Stop
free.
fixing his brain.
I'd like to do a I'd like to go forward and try to find some more for my silencer as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Long-term
have a project.
Yes. What do I roll for that?
It depends on what you're doing to get it, I believe.
Last time I was kind of like consorting and like kind of talking and let's see. What are the moves we got here? Actions. Sorry. I thought I knew it. I mean, I know what I want to do. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
Would we say... So it depends. Last time, was I able to track down like where it is? Because then if I could hunt and carefully track a target down. Or study, scrutinize details, and interpret evidence. Like, it really just depends, I guess. Or survey.
I think you've got some good leads. I think you've got some good leads. There are some people who scavenge the Lost District, and I think you've heard that they have one that they're looking to get rid of.
So I obviously don't have the type of money to get that right now. Is it all right if I like kind of keep watch on them and make sure they don't sell it?
So what you could do is you could roll. I'm looking here at the example. You could roll lifestyle level to represent small payments on it at this point. And so what that would do is the amount of money that you have in your stash represents your lifestyle level.
What's in our stash?
So your stash is independent or unique to you, depending on how much you invest in it. You probably haven't invested too much in it right now, so it'd probably be 0. So you would roll 2d6 and take the lower result. But it would still, even a 1. Affords you some progress. So
is there anything better I can do though? Because I feel like that's just kind of...
Well, I think that would fit in with like if you were saving up to buy it or whatever, if you were like making payments on it, or if you were
making a down payment to a craftsman to make it or something.
Yeah, or if you were paying somebody to make it, if you were using money. You could also use a skill. If you can make it narratively make sense, you can roll anything. So.
I don't know. Maybe I'll just come back to that. I know I do want to indulge in a vice though.
Okay.
Bring down my stress. See vice for details. Vice roll. Roll dice equal to your lowest attribute rating. So literally anything that I don't... So anything with like a 0 in it.
Attributes, I believe that's insight, prowess, or resolve, right?
Yeah, so there only one of them has 2, and that's prowess.
Yeah, so you would roll the lowest. So what? 2d6 and then take the lowest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey. Clear stress equal to your highest die result, which is 5, right?
Oh, I see what we've done. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Is that right? Let's.
Next time we'll roll resolve, but that's totally fine.
But I thought it was the lowest result. I mean, they're both low.
I was looking at the wrong marker. But it's totally fine. We'll just... It's totally fine.
Okay. And I do I do want to get this long-term project thing, but if I even roll just one bad roll, that fucks it up, right?
No, if you roll, even if you roll a 1 on the...
And I have a 6.
You still progress by 1 even if you roll.
Yeah, yeah. You don't lose progress.
Yeah.
But you
I know, but if I do that every time, it's gonna take forever to get it. You know what I mean?
Well, you've
Oh
only
yeah,
got...
it's supposed to be long term.
Yeah.
Over like 4 sessions plus.
Well, you've already actually made pretty good progress on it. You've only got 4 slices left to fill.
There you go.
So what do I roll?
How are you approaching it fictionally?
I guess I'm just putting money down then.
Okay. So so you'll roll a 2d6 and then take the lower result.
And they are 2 and 5, so 1.
Okay. Yep. So we'll fill in another piece of your pie. Oh, did you fill that in already? Nice.
We may have another downtime activity if we clear enough of our heat. We'll have to see.
All right. And then when you indulged your vice, who did you go see?
Oh, my girl Tess.
Okay.
Even though she fucking put the snake on me last time. I think that's her name. Tess?
Yeah.
Vice, Madam Teslin. I just call her Tess.
Yeah. You remember
Go
that?
stop at the Red Lamp in Silkshore.
She says, no hard feelings about last time.
And I might be coy and like a little apprehensive at first. I don't know. Gonna have to really make it up to me this time. Wink. Wonk.
She says, I'll have my best masseuses on it.
Right on my leg, please, actually. Prop it up.
And she'll start drawing you a nice hot bath.
Hell yeah, I get some Geralt of Rivia scene in here.
And, alright, so that's downtime for you. Who's next?
Should we try the heat to see if we've got an additional downtime activity to work with?
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it.
So, just very quickly, I'm going to go up to some of my servants and I'm going to command them to spread the word that, we weren't involved, to their compatriots down at the servant quarters and at the inn where they frequent.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to roll command to
Okay.
lower our heat.
Alright.
And it's a 5. So that is 2.
Okay.
Good number 2.
Alright.
Going to do it again. Say I wasn't happy with their effect this time. Need to whip them into shape, so do it again.
I think you can. Can you also spend? Can you also spend that rep
Yeah.
to increase the result?
I don't know.
I can't remember. Yeah, after a roll, you may spend coin. Oh, only coin. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Sorry, go on.
But we got 2, so it's another 1. Which is good. We're back down to 2 wanted. 2 heat. We're still 1 wanted, which I think is good. And that's just the 2 spare downtime activities. Everyone's still got 1 extra.
Okay.
So, Terry and Deacon, you still got another 1. So you've got 3 downtime activities to use.
Alright, who's next?
Okay.
Well, I am going to do a little bit of training. So that's going to be 1 downtime activity. I also want to start a long-term project.
Okay.
On my gauntlet.
Ooh.
What you making?
Try and get it up to my stun gauntlet. I'm trying to add extra features.
Ooh, like a taser or something?
That's way up the road, but the next stage, it has potency against ghosts.
Oh,
Okay.
I like. Yes, very good.
So that is that a tinker roll?
So for that, we might have to start. Let's see. Long-term project.
Well, the ghost field exists outside of the city, which uses technology to keep ghosts out with electricity and arcane power. So he could probably study the schematics from that and kind of work it down to a gauntlet form.
Yeah, I think it's going to start off with some research and then some testing and then some.
The technology exists.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it already exists. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So so maybe some studying first, and then some tinkering, and then some, or maybe just that.
Gotta get him on top.
Okay, so a study roll to start.
I think so for some research and get some designs made, some like. I've got you an eight thing clock.
Okay.
So
5, is that 2 ticks or?
So 5 is.
I believe that's 2. Yeah.
For long term, 5 is 2.
2 segments.
All right.
If you're getting this critical.
All right, so that is 2 downtime activities.
Oh, what was the first one?
Sorry?
What was the first one?
Training.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Prowess.
All right,
Trying to get some little bit of prowl going on.
understood.
Good idea. You took 2 for that, right? Because of our
Yes,
right?
yes, I did. So yeah, I will use my last one for heat.
Okay. Say what your character does to reduce the heat level of the crew.
Essentially, when I'm going around to my various odds and ends contacts, I'm going to start dropping rumors about another gang. Which gang?
Okay.
Oh.
We don't have a list, do we?
Did.
Say it's a fuck ounce.
No.
Fuck you, cow.
I want to wait till we get them paid off before I start doing that.
Yeah, fair enough.
So in the book there's a list of the gangs on page. Let's see, factions, page 283 or 291 on the PDF.
Oh wait, who was the crew that was defending them? The Grinders?
The Grinders, yeah.
It was an inside job.
Oh, yeah. The Hive won't like that.
Okay. So, what kind of action roll would that be?
Consort? Or is that a sway?
It would depend who you were talking to, right?
Well, I'm dropping it with the people I normally associate with.
All right, yeah. So they know you, they trust you, and implicitly because they know your business.
I would say consort or sway could work.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going with consort because that's what I got a dot in. Son of a bitch.
It might actually be enough, though.
No.
So a 3 will be 1. Yeah, 1 heat.
So we have 1 heat currently.
Nice.
We're looking pretty. We got 1 heat out of like 9 pips. We're okay. We're good. That helped.
And Horatio. What would you like to do for your downtime?
First of all, I will reduce heat.
Kill it off. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm alright with that.
What will you do to reduce heat?
Let me see. I guess I contact all the known snitches for Darmit and offer to pay him off.
Throwing him off the scent.
or maybe even intimidate him. I don't know what's what would be better.
Depending on what you want to do, I think if you were trying to bribe them, I think you would roll your stash. You would roll against your stash. If you were trying to intimidate them, that would probably be like maybe like a command.
Yeah.
I believe we can now also roll the gang's tier as putting out pressure on behalf of the gang. Because we're now tier 1.
What do y'all think?
What would your character do to reduce heat? Is my only real question. What would he do? And let's go with that.
He would probably pay him off.
Regardless if you get 1 or 5, it's all gone. So it doesn't really matter.
Roll that stash. So 2d6 and take the lower result.
Stash?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, 2d6 and take the lower because you don't currently have a stash.
Yeah, people haven't really been investing in that yet.
No.
Oh yeah.
We have to level up the.
Once we level up our gang, we get 3 stash.
So 2d6.
Yep, and take the lower.
I can guarantee no matter what you roll, it will work.
I believe stash you invest into over time, and it basically determines your level of like invested wealth, I suppose.
Yeah, it's wealth. It's accessible wealth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting system for that.
It's good.
Yeah.
We are 0 heat. Thank you, sir.
All right, nicely done.
2 more.
And
all right. I will train.
okay.
If you train prior, you get an additional pip. Remember.
Yeah.
Only if you want to train that.
I want to train inside.
Okay.
You can also train your abilities, so your own playbook too. Just so you know. Because don't forget to add up all of the experience you gained today to your ability playbook.
Yeah. Okay.
And for your third downtime activity,
I will. I guess I'll indulge a vice.
okay, to decrease your stress level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is your vice?
What is my vice?
I think it was booze, but I'm not sure.
No, yeah. It was luxury, but I guess I'll go to the Crow's Foot to the bathhouse.
Okay.
And get some drink and listen to my favorite singer.
Sounds lovely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rubber ducky.
I think Singer is actually the name of the proprietor of your.
Maybe he sings too.
And maybe they sing too. Maybe they sing too. Yeah.
Maybe he don't sing, but somebody's singing.
Yeah. Somebody can definitely sing. But sing. Yeah. So Singer. So you walk in and Singer is already has your spot like prepared for you, and gets you some warm towels and some tiny little stuffed mushrooms.
Nice.
Yum.
I'm losing stress by the second.
Doesn't beat Aunt Helga's cornbread though.
And go ahead and roll your vice. So you'll roll your lowest
Lowest total ability score, so insight, prowess, or resolve. Yeah. So whichever one has the fewest amount of
pips in it. Yeah. So resolve looks like the one. All right.
Ooh,
Nice.
success.
Yeah. So 5. So how much stress did you have?
2. No, 4. No, 5. 5.
He did push himself. That's probably
So 5. So that takes you to 0. You don't overindulge. Good for you.
All right. How do you get rid of stress? How do you get rid of stress?
I think you can just click the pips and they'll go away, or
you hit the stress button, it goes away.
Oh, okay. There you
Like
go.
where
It is the word stress.
Oh, okay. Now I got 1 trauma. I can't get rid of it. I don't know where it came from.
It was when you suffered that broken arm.
Broken arm?
It's when the ghost thing grabbed you inside of the ship when you were trying to get away with the blood. Yeah.
Does that ever go away?
I think you got rid of that 2 weeks ago. I'm not 100% sure though.
I think so too.
Well, I
think that's gone for you.
I can't control that.
Can you click trauma as in like click the
Yeah,
the word?
click the word.
No,
Oh,
No.
okay.
I can't
I don't know.
click on any of it.
Yeah, if you click trauma, it goes away.
No, not for me. It's got a circle with a slash through it on the cursor. Oh well.
We'll figure it out.
Oh wait. Yeah, that did work. I clicked on it anyway. It worked.
Oh, actually, no, you're right. I don't think trauma does go away.
Ever?
No, I think once you get it, you got it, because you got haunted, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think once you get that, yeah, your injuries went away, but I don't think your trauma did.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Okay, John, you did that. I thought. Never mind. I thought I did it by clicking it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Because I clicked it at the same time.
So, Professor Hamilton, you have 3 downtime activities.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to reduce my stress a bit, so I'm going to indulge in my vice. So I'm
Okay.
going to roll 2d6.
Going home to the wife.
As Darmit leaves and your wife comes around with the strawberry cake and the
Exactly.
She's in nothing.
And she's
with
putting her
strawberry
hand in
cake.
my hair. I'm just like, darling, it was such a shit show today. You would not believe it. I'm sorry, I was using my peasant voice. I apologize. I get so lost these days.
she's like, "Who's the girl?"
Oh shit!
Oh, yes. I'm so glad that you mentioned that Darwin didn't notice. The servants took care of that one. I don't know. I rescued her from a burning building, very heroically for my age. Anyway, so I'm reducing by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm down to 1. Do I try it?
No, fuck that.
I'm 100% gonna overindulge. I'm gonna work on Nirax's homunculus.
Oh wait, do you overindulge?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Okay.
I'm gonna work on the homunculus project.
Okay. So that's a
still in a research phase.
yeah, that's a pretty big one.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna say study because I still need to work down a lot of it. Cat.
She looks dead. She's just laying on my arm.
Oh.
Do you see how she's like spread out, like her little freaking?
Yep, she's there. She's not gonna move.
No, she won't. She's not budged at all.
Let's go ahead
I'll roll
and
some
go ahead
study.
and roll some study.
5.
Okay,
I
5.
think it's 2 pips.
Very nice. 2 pips on that.
And
Did
I think
you fill that in?
yeah.
All right, cool.
I think I will. 8's gone. That pip is progressing as fast as it can. It's looking good. And I'm going to train as well.
Okay.
I think I'm going to train.
You have like a little gym in your wife's house, like. like an old school gym, like the old barbells, like.
I'd like to think it's like a Rocky Balboa montage moment.
Okay.
But instead of running up the stairs, he's kind of just power walking up the stairs to try and get some strength back.
Half a vial of that hamstring juice, like.
Oh yeah, just to carry me over the last 4 or 5 steps. You know, that's a problem living in a mansion with all those flights of stairs. You got to get to the top every now and then.
You'll have to install one of those little chairs that take you down and back up.
I'll have to ask Reginald if he's worked on something similar.
Yeah.
If you also wanted to shoot fire and have a razor blade fly out of it. have a guillotine mode on it, like.
That is fucking brilliant, and yes, I would. So yeah, I think I'm gonna trade prowess.
Okay.
That's been done.
All right, so that's downtime activities, and I believe that's it.
We still gotta do the crew.
So the what?
Crew experience.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and take care of that. Really quick, Professor Hamilton. So you took the girl home, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have the servants in my quarters.
So she's being tended to. Just as you close the door to the room, you're going to see as the servants have left, you're going to see the ghostly apparition standing over her in the bed, and she's going to look up at you, and then sort of fade back out. But she's reminding you that she is still there.
Okay, immediately moving her from the servant quarters into the guest quarters, where it's a bit more isolated.
Okay.
I don't want the staff getting spooked and traumatized. That would suck. So I'll put her in a far wing, and say, "Do not disturb her, no matter what. To leave meals outside of her door. If she doesn't eat them, you must bring them back. Do not go in. You're forbidden." Okay, so I'll have to. I don't want to keep everyone preoccupied. I'll have to attune to the ghost field and compel her back to try and get some information from the ghost lady.
Yeah, we can handle that. Yeah, we can totally handle that next time. So, yeah. Okay, so and then leveling up the group. So
we leveled up the crew, everyone. We have leveled up.
We get an upgrade.
We do. We have reached the maximum crew experience. So whatever that involves, I believe we now level up and get an upgrade. I do believe
2 upgrades.
And we get a +1 status with the faction too.
We are now tier 1 as a gang. So we're now a small gang. We're an actual gang, not just a ragtag group of people.
Nice.
We have employees now.
We have employees. We have gang members. And we now level up as well, so we can get ourselves an upgrade.
Did we want to get security now or?
Good question. Well, we have to see the list of upgrades we can actually get. I believe that's different for each hideout.
Well, you have basic crew upgrades on page 95.
Bless you.
And then specific upgrades to the smugglers on.
Oh yeah, I see it.
No wait, those are special abilities. What special abilities go?
Well, there's smugglers. There are smugglers upgrades. Those are right on the smugglers page in the big book. Those are right under. Yeah. So those are smuggler specific upgrades. There's generalized upgrades, and then there's special abilities, which are different, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember how.
I think they're from Turf, I believe.
The special abilities happen.
I think they're from Turf. I think you get with that. But yeah, we have 2 upgrades. So we've got Smuggler's Rigging, Elite Rovers Camouflage, which we already have, I believe. We have a Barge. We can make our lair mobile. We can't do steady because it requires 3 upgrades, so we only have 2. We can get a vehicle, yeah, like a carriage. Again, these are the turf upgrades. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So those are the smuggler upgrades, and then we have the default upgrades, which are a boathouse, a carriage house, a cohort, which basically is our
gang.
servants, our gang. We have hidden lair, which you already have. Mastery. I don't think we have enough of that. We do not. We can increase our quality of all PC items. So that includes like your tinkerer's tools, as an example, like the lockpicks you tried to use today. You can increase their quality, so you get an additional die. We have quarters, so we can sleep there. We can secure it. Your lair has locks and alarms and traps. Might be worth something. We have another training thing, so we can stay training for 2 things, not just resolve. We have a vault, so we can have we can increase the storage capacity of coin in our keep saying clan, in our thieves gang, which currently is only 4. We could have 8 more, or a workshop, which I'm sure Reginald will find an ample use for.
Oh, you too. It helps you out as well.
It does. Lots of options.
Any thoughts?
I think secure lair is pretty good as an extra layer of security for obviously roleplay reasons.
Yeah.
We could also make the you can turn it into a barge, I believe. So we can make our lair mobile, which has an appeal, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And what else was there? Obviously, training is a given, right?
Yeah.
Like with the 2 upgrades, we could increase the training of the other 2 ability scores, and then every single time we put a training level into prowess, resolve, or whatever, we're getting 2, not 1 in each one.
Or even personal
In
experience.
your
as well.
playbook. Yeah.
And eventually, Vault's going to be good because we're going to be getting more gold than we can. Oh,
correct. When we do higher level heists, the gold will go up. To to reference the fact that we're having more risk and doing more things.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all good options.
Training for the playbook XP, that seems kind of cool.
Do we meet the requirements though?
We have 2 upgrade slots, and some of these cost more than 2. I believe we can do 2 of the upgrade ones. Training. It's like all playbook. Yeah. Take training twice, essentially.
Okay, just so you know, when we level up, we can either do a special ability or 2 upgrades.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so we have the special abilities.
Thank you for looking
right,
that up. I was kind of scrambling and I couldn't find it, and I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's everything's all spread out. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So back down to smugglers and special abilities.
So yeah, page 122, smuggler special abilities. So this is when we first made our band of merry men. Do you remember we had to choose a special ability?
Right.
And we were
Yeah.
torn because we liked the idea of Nerax steering the boat, or the extra rep gain, and in the end we went with the rep gain, I believe. Yeah, leverage. So we also have a smuggler special ability. We've got light part of the family, which means that we can create one of your vehicles as a cohort. So essentially the vehicle becomes an NPC and can move by itself. We could flavor that as Nerax steering it. Same thing. All hands. During downtime, one of your cohorts may perform a downtime activity for the crew. To require an asset, reduce heat, or work on a long-term project. So essentially we get an additional downtime activity for free.
Yeah. But you'll have to have cohorts first.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have a ghost passage. From harsh experience or occult ritual, all crew members are immune to possession by spirits, but may choose to carry a ghost as a passion within their battles, in their body. So, I'm tired.
I understand.
So, immune to possession is actually pretty huge in Duskfall. Possession is a constant problem, especially outside of the ghost grid everywhere to venture out that far. Obviously, you've got me to help with that, and I've got charms, but it's pretty handy. Just passing through. During downtime, you take -1 heat when your heat is 4 or less. You get +1d to deceive people when you pass yourself off as ordinary citizens. So basically, we can bullshit a bit better, and we also get -1 heat as long as it's 4 or less. So if we're at 4, we go to 3, 3 to 2, etc.
Do you think maybe we can, like, all take some time, like maybe after the game, like sometime this week, whenever we play next, and discuss it at the beginning of next time? That way I can actually like sit and look, because the PDF isn't loading for me, of course, when this computer is just acting up. But that way I can like kind of like read and take it in, and everybody can kind of read and look too what they want.
I'm mostly reading it out for the chat in case they're curious about how the upgrade system works, to be honest. But yeah, I absolutely agree. We should spend some time thinking on it.
Well, you can also discuss it in the in our Discord chat as well.
Yeah, be like, hey, this is cool. What do you guys think of this?
Also, because we went up a tier, everybody gets 3 in their stash.
Oh, free gold.
Yeah, going up a tier.
Oh, I would actually change some roll, I believe, but that's good. That works.
Well, 3 coins in their stash, or
3 boxes in their stash. Yeah.
3 boxes, yeah. Okay.
It's tier +2 whenever you increase tier.
Okay. Oh, I suppose it's to reflect the upgrade of your tiers, and your status is upgraded, your power is upgraded, right?
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
That makes sense.
You've invested in a crew and everything, so.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Oh, very nice. All right. Yeah, and so we can discuss the crew upgrades before the next time, and make sure everybody gets a chance to like read those and whatnot. And so with that, that is another successful game of Blades in the Dark. We survive yet another day, and fantastically as well. So another amazing heist pulled off. So before we dip out and raid someone, Paul, you play on at least one other channel. Did you want to shout anybody out or tell anybody where they can see you next?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm in a couple of things, but some of the times conflicts. I try to keep them nice and lovely as they are. But I am playing with Galibond tomorrow, who is a wonderful D&D streamer. Mm-hmm. He's got an incredible library on YouTube. He's honestly put so much effort into it, it blows my damn mind. But it's always a fun time. He's over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Galibond, Galibond, Galibond. I believe that's at 8 PM CST tomorrow on Thursdays. Great fun. I'm playing Krenray, the Dwarf Barbarian Zealot, and I just hit things. It's fucking great.
All right, and so thank you for hanging out, Paul. We always love to have you here on the Action Sturge.
The pleasure was all mine.
Yeah. And catch us next week where we're going to open the arena for the dungeon crawlers. So we'll be pitting players against one another, and with the points added on, and we'll see just what kind of ball of chaos that descends into. Which
oh my god,
should be fairly
join
crazy.
The Discord if you want to join.
You can join it. Yeah, of course you can join our Discord. You can join. You can follow us on YouTube and follow us and give us a follow on Twitch as well. All of our socials are on our Twitch page, right below the little screen there. So come check that out. We're going to go ahead and raid. Level 1 Geek is playing, so we're going to go ahead and raid them. And if you follow that raid, you can get some extra points. So let's go say hey to them, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everybody. There's the raid.